Is
What'd you call me?
you a beaver boy?
You're a prairie dog.
Beaver boys. All right. 3, 2,
Two,
1,
go.
Don't you ever call me that again.
A beaver boy.
Beaver boys. Beaver boys. All right. You are listening to episode 150 of Paper Player. I'm your host Tony, joined
Oh,
with
that's
Josh.
an achievement.
Yeah, it is. Joined with Josh, Jeff, and JB. A whole lot of news kind of happened this week. We had a pro tour. We had a lot of leaks, but then official spoilers, which got a lot of people interested. And then we'll do rank the cycle. But before we get into that, let's do a Magic Roundtable.
Rate the cycle. We brought that back.
No, I'm sorry. Rank the abilities.
Phoenixes?
Yeah, there you go.
Don't forget about the Phoenixes.
Do you guys play Magic this week?
I played Magic today.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah.
Today.
Josh, I like that you have had like 4 consecutive games of F&M where you didn't get you have all wins, but didn't draw a single card.
Right? And then,
Like, what the hell, man?
and then I played Magic today against Jim with my black-green limited Thunder Junction or whatever, box limited.
All right, because you have your league.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got stomped 0-3.
No,
I guess I just I had mana issues. It was like bad.
Yeah.
And then he has the stupid, or I have the card too, but he went off with it, which is the you saddle it. It's like a horse. And whatever you saddle it with, when you attack, it makes 2 copies of it.
Yeah.
And then he's got some uncommon when it ETBs, it brings 2 dudes with it or whatever.
Yeah.
It was very violent. It did not feel good.
Beat you up pretty good, huh?
Yeah. And like the one game I was like about to win, then whatever, he like put me away something, or I never hit the last land that I needed.
Yeah.
Too little, too late. Like I have all the removal I had playing like a playset of murder and all this other stuff, but I guess there was one interaction where I had shoot the sheriff and all he has is assassins,
Oh, right.
or
That's funny.
whatever, mercenaries.
Yeah.
So you got to experience the feel bad with that card.
Yep. But overall, I had fun.
All right. Jeff,
I
you
also
imagine?
went and bought EDH cards.
I did. I went to F&M, played Legacy. I borrowed 4-color bean from you. I played 1 round, and I played against Death and Taxes. We went to time in Game 3 and drew, but I gave him the win because I realized I didn't want to sit around and play this kind of match all night.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You just got to get into a different mental state with that style of deck.
I don't
forgot I
like
played
going
Legacy.
to time. I hate it so
Well,
much, dude.
you shouldn't go to time. Is the problem?
Yeah.
It's hard to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Is you need to start understand you need to understand when you just have to go for it, and not dirtle around anymore. Because at some point you just have to commit. Otherwise,
Oh, I
you're
get
going to
that.
lose every time.
Yeah, yes.
But then I went through my binder and I had a couple cards I didn't want, so I pitched them to the store we were at, and I picked up some stuff for EDH.
Sick, dude.
And it was kind of cool because I got to pick up some old bangers for super cheap. I got a Snapcaster for $12.
Nice.
I picked up a foil Sharknado for $14, stuff like that. Got my Demonic Consultation and Thassa's Oracle in there now, so
Nice.
to make people mad. But besides that, I haven't played too much Magic. I watched the Pro Tour and stuff to kind of get an idea for what to start planning on playing for Standard, and honestly, the Pro Tour didn't help at all.
Well, it
You
didn't help.
like what you saw.
Well, it was more or less that it didn't help. Yeah.
It's more or less that a lot of the pros said they didn't have a lot of time to try to brew new decks, so
Yep.
it was just better to alter the decks that existed a little bit, so we didn't get to really see innovation.
Yeah.
And I don't think the way that the Pro Tour looked is how the format is going to look by the end of the month.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so surprised that Slick Shot show off didn't show up, but like you said, I guess they were scared. But I would have rode that card to victory or whatever. That card is good.
No, the removal's too good right now. Like, and Slick Shot would have been a great card if no one you better believe those pros tested with it. They just weren't able to find a build that was gonna beat Esper, right? Like like
No,
Right.
yeah, you're just not beating those big legendary creature dot decks, and then like all the control decks all are like they're geared for it, right? And if you go to turn 4, turn 5 with that card, like they're set up. You better have 3 Slick Shots sitting in the side in the plot zone, or it's not gonna get what you want,
so that's actually that's the deck I've been playing because I have green red slick shot put together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what the deck is honestly missing is one more like 1-drop prowess creature.
Yep, I agree with
'Cause,
that.
Having the 2-drop goblin from murders is like okay, and the druid that has the draw spell on it is fine, but the creature itself is too slow.
Yes.
And the way you win most of the time is you wait till your opponent finally has to tap out to deal with what you have on the board, and then you put your slick shots in from plotting.
Yep.
And most of the time, 2 slick shots can get you there. I've done 18 damage on turn 4 plenty of times. It's pretty easy to do.
It's crazy.
But I agree, like, that we need one more creature for the deck. It might need to go 3-color. I played against the red-blue version a lot, and it's just not as good. I think Snakeskin Veil is way better than just playing Spell Pierce to, like, protect your creature.
Yep.
Because
I could see
it
that.
pumps, puts that counter, which is, like, super beneficial.
And like Spell Pierce is dodgeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't
It's
know. Like, we'll see. Given another 2 weeks in the format, it'll, like, not completely change, but there will be way more decks playable.
Sure. Well, it might.
I
don't
just
know.
don't think Domain is going to be the top deck.
That's fair.
Okay, that might be fair.
We'll go into the standard because we'll talk about this the
Yeah,
MTG.
yeah,
we'll talk
get
about
to
the
it.
top
But
8.
Besides that, I have not played a lot of Magic.
Yeah.
I've actually been looking into getting a new computer, and that's where Commander decks come in handy because you have like hundreds of dollars sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah. So with that, JB, did you get any Magic in?
So since I wasn't here last week, yeah, I did play. I played a league on MTGO of Legacy
Nice.
and went 4-1 with Red White Initiative, and I really like that deck because it's straightforward. I think that's all I need. I just
Yeah.
need straightforward.
It's honestly
And-
like an RDW deck, right? It's just like
Yeah.
it plays like that. Well, it's Slammer
And
creatures.
it's got a
get
little
initiative.
bit of
Yeah.
game, right? Like there's a couple of options you can make, but it's very much like, all right, well, I better have a turn 1 or 2 max, depending on the deck I'm playing against. And I better have 1 follow-up card, and that'll be it.
Yep.
And then sometimes whatever you draw off the top, sometimes you get lucky and you're like, oh, check this out, dude! I just got exactly what your deck hates.
Yep.
Nice, huh? Or you go, well, I guess you got there, but I don't know. I have a lot of fun with the deck.
Yep.
And it doesn't mean that I'm off the lands forever or anything weird, but because I went and played in the Tuesday Legacy League or whatever.
Yeah.
At Mana Vault and ended up going 2-0-1. Me and the guy split because we were just like, well, I don't care. I just want a little more credit if I end up getting beat up. And he was like, yeah, I agree. We'll just split it.
Yeah.
And then we played it out, and I ended up losing because he was playing like some Maverick variant,
Sure.
and it was 9 p.m. and I just wanted to
Buzz off.
Go
force him to have the answer to a Dark Depths or go home.
Gotcha. All right.
And I went home. He had the answer.
Yeah.
So I got what I wanted out of the game. I probably could have, because there was a point where he had no answer to my Thespian stage that was on 3 counters, copied Urza Saga, copied a basic forest. He had no way to deal with that basic forest Urza Saga.
Yeah.
And so I could have just generated guys all day long, and he would have never had a way to deal with it, but I didn't want to play a game for 30 more minutes.
No, I'm with you.
So, had a lot of fun playing lands again. Still did well, even in a meta where half of the people are running combo. which feels pretty bad to play lands with.
Get your mind break
Um,
traps yet?
No, I don't think I'm going to either, because like
That's another card that I've opened a lot of Thunder Junction. I have not opened a Mindback Trap, and I have not opened either Oko.
Yeah.
yeah, our meta for the Milwaukee area is weirdly heavy on combo comparatively,
Sure.
because there's like 4 or 5 people who play exclusively Ant or whatever goofy LED combo deck is currently the trend.
Yep.
So it's just very much like, whatever. I mean, I know here it's going to be kind of tough sometimes. Whereas, once I leave Milwaukee, it's going to be a lot better for me. So I don't really care that much. I'm not really that interested in,
They're
swapping up my
super cheap
sideboard
right
for
now. They're like $2
yeah.
or $3.
Yeah.
Swapping it around for specifically our meta. It just doesn't matter to me that much.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. I have fun playing Legacy still. I didn't get to go to FNM because I was too busy. No.
Well, I ended up meeting up with you that night anyways, but I went to FNM and did the one and done. I won round 1 and I just left.
I got a free win,
Smart.
and then I lost one, and I went home.
Yeah. I was
Tried to
finally,
run it back. You didn't wanna play no more once you got your free win. You were like, all right, well.
Well, everyone
You
else
get
was
another
done.
one.
Tony,
Only reason Josh
Tony
had to
left,
play-
Jeff left. I didn't want to be there all by myself. Fuck that.
yeah.
And the only reason Josh had to play against the person he lost is he played against the Death and Taxes person I gave the win to in round 1.
Nice.
That's funny.
Yeah, I went. I was playing the green black depth deck.
What happened? How did that game went to 3 round? Game 3.
Yeah. That deck is
can't
straight up
remember
cheese.
what
That game
happened.
is that deck is like straight up cheese, but
I remember he got ahead of me in game 3, and that's what happened. But
you're like, well, with D&T, once they get ahead of you, especially if you're Mark Tire, once they start like flickering Yorion, you're done.
Yeah, it's over.
yeah,
you might
that's
as
what
well-
happened.
Yeah.
I blew him out with the thrall out of the board. He did not expect
I'm pretty
that.
sure
Oh,
I got mana
so good.
screwed.
The Thrall.
Or the
It
thrall.
went like
Oh,
The-
the 1/2. Yeah, that card's
He went
awesome.
to
White.
he went to cast Bowmasters
Like
at the end of my turn, and I flashed it, and I was like, "You don't get a token, and you don't get to ping."
Yeah.
And it was like, "Oh, so I just have a 1/1?" And I was like, "Yep."
Nice deck.
Pretty good.
Yeah. That's like one of my favorite answers to D&T, because they basically, it's like Swords of Plowshares or bust, and then you're just like force will the Swords of Plowshares, and that's it for them. They really don't have any other way. Like, and their creatures are also tiny, so like if they can't get like incremental value on you, it's just no good. Yeah.
Hard casted Yorion to block my 8/8.
Murktide.
Murktide
Yeah.
and he had no abilities.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah, the black green depth deck it's fun. Legolas's Quick Reflexes is kind of a messed up card. How that card operates, like next, not this episode, but I think next episode we talk about Split Second. And Split Second's like,
Super weird.
yeah, they have reprinted it a couple times, but that's a messed up ability.
oh man,
Yeah.
I missed this. Oh, dude, oh my god, this is a job. There's Secret Lair spoilers just dropped.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I can talk about that too. Forgot about that.
Like,
Two of them.
like right now. Hang on. Let
Let
me send this to the chat.
Yeah, send it in the
It's gonna
chat.
be on Facebook. I'll send it in Facebook. You'll have to
Okay.
send it in here yourself.
All right, cool. All right, so, yeah, so we got Pro Tour. Weeb's got another Secret Layer. MH3 early spoilers and leaks, and then rank the keyword 10. Pro Tour Thunder Junction. Here's the entire standard breakdown. Esper Midrange, Boros Convoke were the top 2 decks. Esper Midrange by a lot, 31%. And then kind of broke down from there, which is the Temur Analyst deck, 4-color Legends, Domain Ramp, Azorius Control, Dimir Aggro, Rakdos Aggro, Mono Red Aggro, Golgari, Dimir, Other. So I think and this is what's a big issue that I have, and I know this is like what they do in the Pro Tour to stop people from like teams just straight up scouting and like writing down all these absurd scout teams, but like everybody's deck list is open deck list, so when you play against your opponent, you know their deck. Like
Mhm.
you'd look
Which
at it.
is smart.
I hate it. I hate
Why?
it. There's a huge element of the game that is gone because of that.
I
It's-
hate the idea that you have to have someone running around looking at everything.
No,
even
it's one of those
then,
you-
like the first
you
6
don't
rounds,
allow for
you can get away.
tactical
Yeah.
sideboarding.
Yeah, you don't get to like have
Surprise people.
spicy cards. You don't get to have any of that. Like I think that's the huge problem with it. I don't like that you can't have a transformational sideboard because it just doesn't work. Nobody can do that. You can't really board into anything spicy, and then you can't also play like weird one-ofs because they're like, oh, he's got like, let's say if I was playing one of Veil of Summer in the main deck, right? Let's say blue is really popular. I know it's not in the format, but you would just know that and be like, all right, I can play around this now. Like, oh, here's his answers. He left a green up. Whereas if I didn't have Veil of Summer, or if I was playing game 1 and you didn't know that information, I left a green up, you would just play things into it like Thoughtseize or Grief, and I'd be like, all right, Veil of Summer. And you would be like, wow, that's a blowout. Whereas you're not going to do that when I have an open green, right? So the element of surprise is completely taken away. I understand that there's the scouting aspect, but people that are scouting don't get to see your full 75. They see maybe like they can tell you
30
what deck,
card.
they can tell you what deck you're on, what your colors are, but as far
And
as your
and then maybe you see if a funky card like that too.
yeah, but even then, people are playing their decks, right? Like for the first 35 minutes of your round, most people are playing, and the last minute of scouting is just going and nabbing those like tables, right? And all you're doing is nabbing big names. But like I don't know, the idea of like being able to look at my opponent's 75 and go, okay, like I know what you have, I know how to board against you. There's no element of surprise. Here we go. Like I don't like that, and vice versa. I think it's a bad design. But again, this is their way to stop what's it called, the scouting. But then all you have to do is just say like, once you've concluded your match, you must exit the area.
Leave
and then
the area.
Yeah, you must leave the area. You cannot sit down. You gather your things and go.
Yeah, and if you happen to walk by a table and look on your way out, they won't yell at you.
Hell.
But if you stop to look,
I would rather have
kick you out.
I'd rather have an escort service. I mean, like somebody comes and goes,
Oh.
I'm done with my match.
yeah,
Here's
like a
my-"
judge shows up and
Yep.
walks you out.
and you both want to pack up your
Yeah.
things, walk with me.
If you do that, then for sure.
Yeah.
Then
Think
I'm
they're
all
dead.
about it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
That's how
just have
feel.
an issue with people because I feel like it gives, like you said, it just gives you a natural advantage to teams.
But imagine like playing the slick shot, right? You could build a slick shot deck. It hasn't really been discovered. It's only 1 week of the format. People haven't delved into it. You could have some secret tech, but if it's revealed, it's shot and it's just gone. It's like, oh, this is actually
Sure.
nothing significant. So, yeah.
Oh, do what you said, escorts, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay. As far as the top 8
So real
goes,
quick-
oh sorry.
Real quick, Josh, that secret layer you sent us, roll up in the chat, bro.
The
Tony
What-
already sent us a picture of that.
Yeah, that was like 3 hours ago.
oh shit!
Funny.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I don't read our chat. Our chat is dumb.
Chat is dumb.
I was like, man, this
Dumb.
one's dropping right now. All right. So the top 8, as you can see here, was 4 to 5 color control, blue-white control, Boris Convoke, Esper Rafine, 4 color legends, Esper Legends Aggro, and then Teamer, which is just primarily dealing with all legendary creatures. The Teamer
I won't
Aggro,
lie.
The
Yeah.
Teamer control is the lands deck.
it is. It's the like reanimator deck that loses to basically not reanimator, but it's a
No,
graveyard
it's-
deck that loses to Rest in Peace.
Yeah, and 4 to 5 color control is the domain deck.
Yeah, when I saw that domain made it in, I was like, wait, I still have a standard deck? Nice.
Yeah.
Like, I just gotta make a couple of changes? Sweet.
Yeah.
So when you were telling me that I might not have that deck anymore, it makes me sad.
I mean, it doesn't really
Well,
lose
I mean,
too
you're
much.
not gonna have that deck in like 2 months or at the end of August.
Yeah,
'cause,
yeah.
like, most of it rotates.
I don't.
Yeah,
think
but I
so.
meant more just so that way I can play it if I want to
Yeah.
play standard.
You just got to put in a recruiter.
I think
A
you
what?
you lose a Trax, which is a
Amadean's
pretty big
recruiter.
loss.
It's a
Yeah.
3 mana. Your creatures get +1/+0 and haste till end of turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that
you-
guy, yeah, one of.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you lose all your land base. I take that back. Your mana base
Yes,
is
you
completely gone.
cannot play this deck after
You probably-
rotation.
Yeah, it's fair. Very good point. I was gonna say, well, you lose a Trax, which is like your kind of your end game engine, and then
You
like
don't
the,
lose a Traxa.
yeah, doesn't it with yeah.
That's Phyrexia, all will be 1.
This one
The only thing you lose is the land base plus.
We lose up to Capenna is the like newest set we'll lose.
Yeah, which means you can't play Leyline Binding, and
Nope, dumb
Herd
here.
migration is bad.
Leyline binding is
No,
in,
they're still there.
Well,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is you can't anymore because the land
of
base is
Oh,
not
sure.
there to
You're gonna
support
lose
it.
all your tri lands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You
Okay.
still got the new ones, those surveillance.
Yeah, but those
not
don't.
unplayable.
That's not gonna
fast
be-
enough.
So you
Yeah.
lose Kamigawa, the 2 Innistrad sets, and then
And new Capenna.
New Capenna. Okay.
Is
And then-
Spelunking that 3-mana green
Yes.
card? Yeah, dude, that card's so cool. I
That
loved
card
it.
is-
When I read it, I was like, oh,
It's 3 mana
That's great.
amulet.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I
Card
love
does
it.
rule. Yeah. It's
Go
really
get a
good one.
land, gain some life. Well, not gain some life. There are no
Yeah.
caves in here.
There
When
is
I was
the
watching
one
the
of-
Pro Tour, though,
Yeah.
that 4-color Legends
Some-
deck looked crazy.
Dude, it's very difficult to pilot.
Yeah.
It's wild. I was like, dude, I want to play that. I mean, I'm not going to get the pieces for it because it's probably expensive, but I was like, I want to play that deck. It
actually-
looked crazy.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what
What,
the actual
hang on,
list
pull
looks
up the
like.
list, Tony.
I'm
Oh, I
trying
was
to.
gonna
It's
say that.
just
Color
it's just
Legends.
it might
Go to the below it. Oh, okay.
I'm trying. My computer's just chugging. It's
No, I think it's MTG
Everyone's
top 8
computer's
might be
chugging
slow.
today. Everyone's trying to look at the 4-color legends.
yeah,
stuff.
it's a big deal.
Yep, we're right now.
Whenever it decides to go.
What legends are there? You can't call it color legends when the only fucking legend is a track.
The only shout out I do
No,
want to
it's
make.
got
Dude, it's not every creature.
yeah, it's not a
every
Traxa.
creature is a legend.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was,
yeah.
hang on. So like
Dude,
it
it has
looked like
Slogger.
it looked like the page refreshed. I was like, well, how can you call this legends when it's
Yeah,
only
Slugger, Rona,
Yeah,
and
it gets you back-
the Goose
Slugger
Mother,
gets you back your
Titania,
channel lands.
Vile Smasher, Honest Rustine. You're
God, it's so cool.
Yeah,
I love
it's-
this
There's
list.
an infinite combo in this deck also.
yeah, because of the stupid card. Relic of Legends.
Because of Relic with Rona and then
Yep.
Rustine.
So dumb. See, tap. Yeah. All right. So this deck was probably one of the breakout decks. It's not that it didn't exist before. I just think it's got like the final touches on it.
And the eyes, it got eyes on them,
Yeah.
right?
It's a good deck.
That's what it was.
Yep.
But it was really fun to watch because it was just like drawing 1,000 cards.
Yep.
Just going wild. And then they also had on cam someone who had never been to a pro tour before who was like playing for the win in, which was cool
Yeah.
with this deck. It was fun to watch.
Yeah. This Plaza of Heroes
She
makes
might
the
have
deck
lost,
happen.
but
Yeah.
She's the one that made top 8.
she did make it?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Right.
couldn't remember if she won that match or not.
Yeah.
Or no,
No,
maybe she didn't.
she did.
Sorry.
I don't think she did.
No, I think she missed it. Lucas, a Madison native, top 8'd. The Duke is honestly probably one of the greatest drafters on this planet, like limited players ever. And I've seen he's just done well at every event I've ever seen him play at. But finally to get his day in the sun and finally approach her top 8. He would probably do better if he just played more, and he probably plays more now than ever. Now that it's post COVID, but like even before COVID, he just like if it wasn't in driving distance, he was like, yeah, I'm not going. So, yeah, but he usually qualifies for like Magic Online and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So he's a real big
live
grinder
with
on Magic Online,
Remote
and
control.
honestly, like the guy is like I hate saying local legend, but he's like a local legend in the Madison area. Is like one of the best drafters, by a lot. So love Duke.
Oh.
Went to a Gen Con with him.
I was about to say,
Years ago.
Madison's all about drafting. So
Yeah, that's big draft down up there and so forth. But yeah, and then they showed the
Blue
best
white deck
decks.
real quick.
Say it again.
I was gonna say you should look at the blue white deck real
Oh, okay, we'll get there.
Wait, how are you gonna pass up looking at the blue-white deck, Tony?
I don't know. It's not good. Like it's only good because a blue white master played it. It's like a pretty bad deck, and like
Right. It was like the dude that's on the new card in Thunder Junction or whatever played the blue-white
Not
deck.
Thunder Junction.
yeah, 3 Steps Ahead is in here. Thunder Junction's
Yeah.
in there.
Look-
Utah's on Fairy Mastermind.
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
Barry Mastermind's sick.
Yeah, it's pretty like I mean this is just like don't get me wrong, I love blue white. It just has stunk for a very long time. Like it's just when the format is as big as it is, it's too hard to attack a graveyard deck, the Boris Convoke deck, the Esper
You can't-
mid range, the
You
legend.
can't have
deck,
answers to everything, so
yeah.
you're not
But
packing.
but it's not.
What?
Like everything in standard is so flexible now. Like you just pack Rest in Peace on the board for graveyard decks.
Yep.
Solved. aggro decks, you get to run temporary lockdown now, which is a 3-mana board wipe against them. Problem
Right.
solved. You for the mid-range decks, you have counter spells. You also have
I'm gonna disagree with you right there.
Sunfall. What?
They have Cavern of Souls, so no. It's very annoying. They just go when they want to resolve this, but they just go Cavern. You're like,
Isn't this also why the control deck runs Demolition Field?
right? But if you're sitting on a no more behind a no more lies, and they
Or
go
a Besage.
right,
But
if
like what?
they
I
go
guess the
Cavern,
trust-
float mana. It's the deed is done. You're like shit, and now you have to like have an answer for cards that have ward, and you're like, god damn it, like doesn't feel good. I'm not like
do,
knocking
'cause-
it. I'm just saying like if you look at the decks that performed well, like you have Yuya, Yuta, which is like one off, right? Like, and then Esper, Teamer, and then you have this Artifact Control, whatever this is, and then whatever Seth Manfield is playing, and then it just does not it doesn't perform well, and it's
Right, so you had 2 pros.
yeah,
playing
and
it.
like you have a few here, right? Like Gabriel and Steve was notoriously known.
Matt's another
Shota
pro.
also like super pro, like Shota is like those guys love blue white control. They probably would have performed better if they just picked a better deck. And I love blue white control. Just with Cavern of Souls existing in the format and people just being able to go like play Cavern of Souls, stop you from countering my.
Ignore everything.
It's like
yeah.
oh
My attraction.
fuck! Like I'm so tired of like that card sucks. Like I'm not gonna. Like I hate that card. Like I just like it's you gave me you did give me Mana League, but it's also immediately invalidated with Cavern of Souls. You're just like all right, cool. You're like all right, I guess I don't get to do that anymore. And yeah, all you have to do is splash one of it because there are decks that can go search for the land itself, and then Esper like their Esper decks are able to just like I don't know.
They have multiple creature types.
They do, but it's only when you're like some of these decks aren't like not this deck's not playing it. But like if this gets under you, like a Rafine, also Tiny Bones, like Pickpocket, all these cards are super annoying to go against. Deep Cavern Bat makes it so it's like,
Ugh.
yeah, you just like
I don't think the Esper decks run it in general.
no, they don't. It's probably
The
Boris
only deck
Kavort.
that does is Boris Convoke.
Yeah, which again, your tiny deck that you need to be able to counter
Yeah,
their
'cause you
draw
only have
for.
You
Yeah.
only have 2 creature types. You have human and vampire.
Yeah, but again, yeah, I just don't want to play Drago in like these formats. So like especially with other like decks that are just like tapping out and ramping. Like I don't know if you watched the finals, but Blue Eye Control just got absolute.
got steamrolled.
It wasn't close. It was just like, yeah, I have channel abilities that you're like I'll just herd migration and like channel like get way ahead of you, and you're really not attacking my mana in any significant way. And then they also 4 Cavern of Souls, so like good luck stopping my Atraxa. Once Atraxa hits, that's it.
It also helps that like the 2 finalists were on the same team, so they had been practicing those decks against each other for like a long time.
Yeah, I get a kick out of this deck playing 4 Cavern of Souls just because like it just needs to slam like this or this, and then obviously
It's you say either Angel or Phyrexian, because Angel covers Atraxa and Wrath, and then Phyrexian covers Atraxa and
the Recruiter.
the Shark out of your board.
Oh yeah, sure. The Chrome Hose Shark. That too. That's another card that's hard to play against. Yeah, I can't imagine trying to beat like if this thing hits one time, like not connects with you, but if it just lands and hits the board, drawing 5 cards,
Over.
you're just like, all right, well, I don't care how many cards I theoretically can draw. I'm playing Fair Magic, and now I have an answer I need to deal with. So, and usually they usually chain to one another, and then this being able to ping off like you're the Wanderer or whatever, it's like pretty annoying.
I'm the wanderer.
Well,
So-
also, like, I don't know if people noticed, but like, Akawa would wait a lot of the time with his Chrome Host Shark out,
Yeah.
and like let his opponent build up a board, and then he'd be like, "All right, we'll play this Wrath, and we'll like wipe your board."
Yeah. One of the big
Archangel Wrath.
Yeah, one of the biggest plays they made was like he went Chrome Host Seed Shark, like off of Cavern of Souls, and then had Leyline Binding up, and then was just like, "Yo, like I'll kill your Chrome Host." He was like, "I'll just cast Leyline Binding for a white, get a 6/6 incubate token. Good luck." Like yeah, you're just sorry. Believe me, I
He's
love
also
Blue
an
Eye Control. But
extremely
yeah.
like skilled Magic player.
Yeah, I don't disagree with any of those things. I just think the right deck to play, and it shows kind of from a numbers standpoint, was just Esper. It performed well. It put up the most numbers. I mean, I know it was a huge huge.
Was it 30%
Yeah, it was 30%, but like,
Yeah.
of the field?
yeah, being able to get the Deep Cavern Bat and just pick people's hands off. They have a lot
That
of
card is
annoying
really
cards
good.
too, like Like Rafine's that Ward 1 is super relevant.
Creature's nuts.
Yeah, because if you don't kill it immediately, it's going to generate so much
It also
value.
draws you a million cards. Like it just.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It just you get crazy value out of it if
And
you
this
don't kill it
goddamn
immediately.
fairy mastermind's just a tyrant to deal with.
But dude, I was watching a game where someone had 2 of them out.
You're just like,
Yep.
Just
Oh, you're gonna
drawing
play-
4 cards.
oh, you're
a
playing
turn.
blue white control. Yeah, go ahead, draw another card.
You
idiot.
could draw 2 cards, and
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
draw 5.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
go ahead, do that. You're like, God damn it.
It was
Yeah.
crazy. I was dying.
Yeah, but it's good to see Magic in the full swing again. With the Pro Tour, it seems like the PGs are growing a little bit bigger, which is nice, and it's nice to see Standard kind of at its biggest it's going to be. So I hope Bloomborough involves a Standard PT because then we can see the rotation, and I like the 1 week lead time where it's just like 1 week discover something, and if unfortunately with this Standard in specific, the format's 3 years big, so it's already been figured out, right? So we already know kind of the layout of what Magic's going to be or what's going into that Pro Tour. And then with Bloomborough, when that rotation happens, losing the 4 sets, reconstructing mana bases, and then trying to find new existing decks and seeing what works in tandem would be nice, right? And all the cards or decks like Slickshot that are like lurking in the background, maybe we'll get an opportunity to kind of show its face, you know, especially with a format trying to be figured out versus an already solved format.
So when I was looking it up to find out what Pro Tour the RCO was playing for was, I think there's only one more Pro Tour and then it's Worlds.
Gotcha.
So there's the Pro Tour at the end of June.
Yeah.
You got to win, and then
Dude,
go
I'd
to the
have to
Pro
get-
Tour, and
I'd have
then
to
you get to
get-
go to Worlds because
Worlds
you'll
is
win the Pro
tight.
Tour.
I wouldn't be able to afford to like go to the Pro Tour where it is. I'd have to defer my invite if I can.
Yes.
Because it's
'Cause
Amsterdam
it's
or whatever.
literally like 3 weeks later in Amsterdam.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a tough one.
Woo!
Yeah.
Right.
You can also I've heard people deferring
That's cool as fuck, though.
their RC invite to. They're like, hey, I can't go to this. Can I just go to the next one that queues for the next thing? So I would check both those
yeah, I mean,
avenues.
we've already like
Yeah.
paid for
Talked about it.
Airbnb and stuff.
Oh, sure. All right, cool.
Mm.
All right. Weave it.
How much do you love this, JB?
Yeah.
I'm not a big Miku guy.
I don't think anybody is.
Why inspiring Vantage, dude?
No, people are Miku people.
Who knows? So they showed a.
Also,
I like someone had to teach me what this was. Was it you, JB?
Yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
me. It was a
Yeah.
Vocaloid. But
I was like, what the hell? Is
so what's on the screen
yeah,
right now?
I mean,
is a
yeah, go
is
ahead
a-
and say.
Yep, is a secret layer that was revealed 2 days ago or yesterday. That is Hatsune Miku, which is I think it's a Japanese like pop idol, but it's a fictional one. It's not like an actual person. It's an animated one. And
AI one,
yeah, and it's I believe it's a Vocaloid. I could be wrong on that. It's kind of just a
Yeah.
popular character. They have 6 cards in it, which is Shelter, Chandra's Ignition, Harmonize, Azusa Lost but Seeking, Fetter the Redeemed, and then Inspiring Vantage, which all have like alternate Miku names except for Shelter and Inspiring Vantage, which is cool.
So Vocaloid is a program that was made in the 2000s that is a digital voice or whatever, and
Yes.
they would, Japanese digital voices.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the voice packs would get really, really popular, they'd make characters out of them and make like anime characters to put on the front of the boxes.
Yes.
Miku is like the most popular of them, and there's like a whole bunch of other ones. I personally, some of these arts, I mean, if we're gonna go whole hog anime, whatever you want to call it, some of these are very not anime.
Dude, the Shelter looks like donkey dicks. It's so bad. It looks
I mean,
trash.
It's what? Well, they wanted to get different variations of it. They didn't want it to just be straight up like anime.
That's where they made their mistake.
So they, so they hired a bunch of artists who were not primarily like anime people.
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea. I'm not a big Vocaloid guy. Never have been. But
Yeah.
whatever. Someone will enjoy this. And like I said a long time ago when we were talking about like, oh yeah, my wish list for Secret Layer. I knew if they would dip into anime stuff, it would very much be the very popular things. Like this is just a generic popular thing. Like people like Vocaloid and know her because she's a big face in the anime community, right?
Yeah.
And so, this kind of stuff is still not really going to sell to me. If they start doing like seasonal anime stuff, like right now, Spice and Wolf, one of my favorite shows of all time, got a reboot, but I highly doubt they would ever do anything for it, even if it is like semi-popular, like popular enough to get a reboot.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'll ever see cards of, oh yeah, this show that I really like is getting something. Like I'm not gonna get a
That
Yu Yu
show's not good.
Hakusho, set. Or not set, but Secret Layer.
I feel like those are never gonna cross over because all those animes have like what would be cool, and I know this is taboo, but like I would love for like a season 1 Yu-Gi-Oh like Secret Layer.
Oh hell yeah!
You know what I mean? Like I think that's really cool. I think that kind of crosses the market. And then like, but it has its own card game, so it obviously wouldn't go there. Same with
Right.
Pokemon. I know Pokemon's kind of its own brand. And it's like mega huge, so it's like never gonna go that direction. But then you also have like the Bleach card game, the
Yu Yu Hakusho had a set that came out
Yeah,
for Versus
Yeah,
Universe.
yeah,
Like
that just
they
came
just
out.
had a set come out.
Yeah, and then you have Cowboy Bebop, like all those things. Well, actually, I should take that back. They did a Cowboy
Yes, but
Bebop.
say don't say that. Cowboy
Yeah, fair
Bebop
enough.
has
Marvel
inspired
has
cards.
its own card game, and we're getting Marvel and Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I think.
Are we getting Marvel?
Yes,
Yeah.
all next year is
Yep.
going to be
This
Modern
year's supposed to be
Horizons.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, this year's Final Fantasy, and then next
And
year,
Assassin's Creed.
next year, the Lord of the Rings set, if you will be Marvel.
Okay.
And it will be probably a full feature set with probably a holiday release. The whole night or whatever. I'm sure they'll. You better believe they're gonna do 6 stones, right? Or 5
About
stones.
to beat up some
Mhm.
people with Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, it's more. It's 6 stones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I think it 5, just because I thought 5 fingers and
It's
the one.
the 5 fingers and then the one on the back of his hand.
Yeah, so
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
they'll probably do 6 one of ones, of the stones, and maybe have like
Come on.
why
I still
not?
think I think the stones are going to be like the soul rings from Lord of the Rings, and the one of one is going to be the actual gauntlet.
That's not good.
That would make
That's not a
sense.
bad idea. Okay, fair enough. But anyways,
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way they make 6 individual one of one.
why not? They're super iconic. You could do a one of one Thor's hammer, a one of one Captain's shield. Those are singular things in those universes that are
Yeah.
special. And why not do 10 of them, right? Like make
I don't know,
this
I
set
just feel like
sell
it's-
crazy.
It's a bit too. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not the boss of this stuff. I just think it seems weird.
To dilute the one of one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Posty's gonna have to post a lot of money for the one of ones, but all right. The other secret layer that they revealed today, which is going to be included for this spring super drop, so that's probably going to get revealed over the week, is Comic Sans.
Also, you know what they call what they do with the text there?
I don't know, but I just know it's based off I've only seen it in tandem with the SpongeBob meme.
It's camel caps is what it's called because it alternates for the most part. Doomblade kind of goes against that, but
Yeah.
most of them are,
So does Torment.
I
mean-
guess. I don't know. It's weird. I just normally, yeah, you're right. It's not all camel cap, but camel cap is like alternating caps in lowercase or
So,
whatever.
it's got Doomblade, Massacre, Torment of Hailfire, Big Card, Ruination, Big Card, and Mogus, the God of Slaughter, which are honestly like the first 3 are really good. The other 2 are just bulk. But the other, the bottom 3, Torment of Hellfire, Ruination, and Mogus, is all great cards people highly desired. And then you can now just carry this on your. I'm gonna put that Doomblade in my wallet, and every time someone has an argument, die to Doomblade. Like it's just perfect. To go, die to Doomblade. So,
I mean, I won't lie. I like the stupid flavor text on it. I hope X is 3. This goofy flavor text. I'm in on that.
Yeah.
That part I like.
Actually, please don't cry. Like it's playing into the meme, right? That when people insult each other, they always go like, actually, like it's actually showing like they're writing this out like Twitter jargon. So, yeah, the Doomblade's the best one because it just fits the meme. Because everybody always says like the card's not that good, dies a Doomblade. So you'll be able to keep one of these on your person and just always be like, I don't need to say it. I'll just show it, and that'll be that. So, all right. And
What is the title of that drop? Anyway?
Comic Sans.
Oh, it is comic. Okay, yeah,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
you said it. Never mind. I
Yep.
wasn't listening.
It's all right.
I love that. That's an easy cop for me.
Yeah, it's
Really?
pretty. It's got good
Those are
value.
garbage.
For me,
Torment of
you're
Hailfire is
shocked?
good, actually.
You're shocked? You're
Mogus
shocked?
Mogus is like $15. Torment of
That's the
Hellfire.
one card I don't need out of that. That's
Yeah.
the one card I don't need.
Torment's
The
like $20
Doomblade goes in the cube.
Yeah.
Doomblade goes in the cube.
Yeah.
Torment goes in Shieldred.
And
The
then
other card is I'll put that in the Fallout deck or whatever.
I
the
think
Massacre.
does Ruin Nation only have one printing?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the big one too.
that I need that one too. I need
Yeah.
that card. I don't have one.
Those yeah. All right, Modern Horizons 3, aka Return of Goyf. I'm showing on the screen both Urza's Cave and Urza's Labyrinth. So
It's Ugin's Labyrinth.
I'm sorry, Ugin's Labyrinth. So they showed a ton of leaks have come out. It's really hard to keep track with them, especially how poor the quality is on purpose, which is just an internal like employee just having fun by doing this. But they did come out with like official spoilers from them, just basically in response to the leaks. Like, here's the cards in better quality, so that people don't have to sit there and suck it.
Magnifying glass,
Yeah. So
reconstruct letters.
yep. So Urza's Cave and Ugin's Labyrinth. I'm only considering the cards that are in Modern. As far as the Commander exclusives, like if you guys don't care, I don't care. Like I could give two shits, right? So
Right. I'm trying to spend as little money as possible with this.
You say as you start talking about buying $600 in stupid EDH decks, please stop.
Yeah, it's more power to you. So we have Urza's Cave, which is land dash Urza's Cave, and has tap add a colorless, and that has 3 sack it, search 3 tap sack it, and then search for a land card and put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle.
Nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty good. This is like an EDH, like everybody has. This goes and gets Gaia's Cradle, right? Like, come on. Every single deck that wants to have a significant,
Any
yeah,
utility land you want.
yes. So, as far as like modern capability, I don't know.
Uncommon, dude. The
Nope.
card's busted.
I want to say decks want this, but in modern it's no good, right? Because you doesn't go get dark
Nope.
depths, so because it's not
And
legal.
colorless is
I
bad,
mean,
so
Yeah, yeah.
Does Titan run this as a 1-0?
I don't think so.
I think comes into play untapped anyways.
Yeah. I mean, what would you even go get? You would just go get Mycosynth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's like the best
Or-
option.
Or your kill lands, like the ones that give like trample or haste.
Sure. The idea is for like Tron to play this, right? And just so it has it's so it can go get the remaining piece and then just get it going from there. So like
Too slow to be in Tron, though.
I don't think so.
Yep.
I would play it as a one of Intron because it's your I don't know what I want at this moment, or hey, I drew this and I can go get like it makes us, I guess they play exploration, right? So but that's a 1-2 punch. So or sorry, expedition
And you
map.
can play that turn 2. This can't be activated in Tron until turn 4.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Unless you have Tron already.
Yeah, it's got a big boon to it though. It does it comes in untapped, so that's like a card that you would
Agreed.
consider. So like you can just activate it, go get it. Another card, Ugin's Labyrinth, which this is the one
This
where
card.
yeah, this is the mythic from the set. It has imprint. When it enters the battlefield, you may exile a colorless card with mana value 7 or greater from your hand. If you do, it taps for a colorless, and if you have something exiled or imprinted with it, it adds 2 colors, and then you can tap and return the exiled card to your hand. So once you no longer need the mana, you can throw it right back in your hand.
You know what we
This
need
card's
modern?
busted.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Stifle. Please give me Stifle in modern.
Can you stifle an imprint?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I guess it is a
It's
triggered ability.
ability.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's ETB ability activates.
yeah. So
Stifle it and
Dumb.
this is like where my brain goes here. Like it's an Eldrazi card, right? But the reality is like how many cards do you want in your deck to make sure that this is triggered, right? Is it 8? Is it 12? Is it 16? How many is too many, right? Because if we look at like what Eldrazi looks like, it's Reality Smasher, and what's the 4-drop? Thought Not Seer. So like both those cards don't trigger this, and like they really don't go up to 7. And the modern era of like Tron decks don't really play 7-minute card because it's bad. So it's like
They still played as a 1 and 2 of, but it also
Right.
Your Ugins trigger this.
Yep.
Your Ulamogs trigger this.
Yep.
Like, I think this could just slot into Tron as like a 1 or 2 of, and you wouldn't even have to change the rest of the deck.
So, yeah, I think this is actually, and to me, this is an affinity card because Mirror Enforcer, Venture Sojourner, all those cards.
They're all 7 drops.
Yeah, they're all 7 drops, and there's some other cards you can get along the way as well too, that you can kind of tuck under these. And then when your affinity is high and tight, you can just pop them back in your hand and throw them down.
Go to town, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's where I would go with this first. And then the affinity decks I would be making would no longer have 1 drops because I would like to chalice on 1, because you can now go turn 1 chalice, 1 go, and then your opponent's in a world of hurt. So, yeah, that's where I would go with this first. But I don't know how many cards you need to make this thing plausible.
Is Chalice on 1 in Modern good enough?
Pretty good.
Ah,
I would have
Thoughtseize,
really?
Yeah, it stops the grief. It stops the grief entering ETB,
yeah.
and then bring that, like, not so dead after all that crap. Ragavon's on turn 1. Thoughtseize.
well, it doesn't stop the actual grief enter.
Yeah, that's fine.
No.
It stops the re-trigger.
Yeah, and also you can hide stuff with it. So like you're like, oops, I drew my Emrakul. I'm gonna tuck it away so that way it's Thoughtseize proof. And when you
Sure.
decide to blow up my land out,
That I agree with. I don't know. I feel like you talking about turn 1 in Modern is not that crazy.
The
nowadays.
Chalice?
Like,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, I guess you also get a lot of the what's it called deck? The what's the stupid lands deck called? Amulet. You get
Yep.
a lot of Amulet out of it. You hit a bunch of stuff of theirs that slows them down a ton.
yep. Like being able to make sure they can't.
Murktide deck too.
Yeah, the DRCs.
I just-
It's there.
Maybe I'm just scared of the boogeyman of 5-color. Like I always think of 5-color domain where it's like, oh, that'll do nothing.
Yeah, fair enough. Which that is true, but if you're like a mono brown deck with that and you're getting like if you're spending 2 mana on turn 1, like the dream is like people are going crazy, like you can get 2 of these, and it's like, just relax. But the fail case, there is none. It just taps for colors at the very least. So it at least comes in, like none of these come in tapped, so that's a huge gain for those. So here's some other cards. White of the Reliquary, which is green black.
Terrible.
I think this card's great. I think it's better than any of the Reliquary. That's just me though.
Never.
Yep. It's a 2/2 with vigilance, and then it gets +1/+1 for each creature in your graveyard, and then you can sack another creature, search your library for a land card, put it in the battlefield tap, then shuffle. So where I think, and because it's cheaper, you can get it going faster, but where I think this card is actually better, Knight of the Reliquary keeps you at parity with mana. You have to give a land to get a land. This actually grows your land base, and time will only tell if there's a shell for this. So
And it's 1.
And it costs 2 mana. Yeah, it costs 2 mana.
it comes quick. You can go, yeah, it comes pretty quick, and then like I could imagine maybe even Titan considering this, because you can go in turn 1 Arboreal Grazer, turn 2 like set this up, and then turn 3 sack the Arboreal Grazer, pop, like just go crazy, right? Those are like those are some
What's that
sequences you
creature
can do.
that you can put to the graveyard right away? Is there something that just dies right away?
I mean, I don't care about this getting bigger. The utility is going to get a land, right? And you can do like cards
yeah,
like
it's
Right.
just getting
yeah.
lands to
It's
do
like,
goofy things.
how good is like you want to get cards that have like persist, like Young Wolf and all those, like getting those like to kind of slot back up. Like I don't know what utility lands you could be using, but it actually increasing your mana base.
Just come back because this is a zombie.
That too, you could sack grave crawlers. Go get the thing is like the fact that you can go like Urza's Sagas, and I know they come into play tap, but like it doesn't matter. The next turn you can then activate them. Like the fact that it's searching for Urza's Sagas are pretty relevant. Like Nether Reliquary doesn't see play because it costs 3 mana, right? It's 3 mana.
Yeah,
It's-
in Modern for sure.
yeah. Well, even like I would consider this card in Legacy too. Like I would start looking.
White's just too good.
Why not both? Like I'm sure there's a list that has this, but yeah, I like this card a ton.
Bloodgat.
You do blood gas too?
Landfall, bro.
Yeah, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
That's funny.
Yeah, sack the blood gas. Go get like a deck could come out of this. It's just hard to say, but it is a cheap 2-drop that comes quick, and like Net of the Reliquary. It does matter when it's like an 8/8. It does happen some percent of the game, and like I don't know how relevant that is, but the power of Net of the Reliquary was getting the other 6 lands, right? The other 4 lands, and that's what this card's doing, and it not having to stay at parity. And also, it doesn't need to just be a plains or a forest. You can kind of open up your mana base a lot more too. And then, it just I like this card. It also
From
dodges.
a legacy standpoint, no way.
Dude, Knight of the Reliquary dies to Doomblade. This
You're already playing
argument over.
whatever that card is, the sacrifice a creature, pay X, go get a different creature. That's way better than this card in the decks that want that
Fiend Artisan?
weird.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not going to get. It's doing. What,
I know it's not
yeah.
going to get a creature. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is you're going to want to do Fiend Artisan stuff over this in black green.
But it could just make a new archetype too. Like the
I
Could
don't
be a
believe that.
completely different deck. Yeah.
it just we'll see, right? Well, it depends on how valuable it is getting a land, right? And then like that's really what it comes down to.
You're
Like,
just happy because it goes right into your deck that you're trying to make.
I think it goes into the deck. It's not great because you have no creatures to sack, and you can't sack itself. So you'd have to like go get Colony Garden, and that's not what I would want to go play. Another card they printed is Null Elemental Blast, which is kind of a callback to Red Elemental Blast and Blue Elemental Blast, but it's a colorless, it's an instant, it destroys target multicolored permanent or destroys multicolored spell. So
I kind of wish it was called Nullimental Blast instead.
yeah, me too.
And real quick,
That'd have been so cool. Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Would've been
that's
so happy with Nullimental.
Yeah.
also it costs a colorless, but you have to pay a colorless.
Yeah, so it's actually a waste mana. So it's not
Yep.
generic, it's colorless. So it's you have to have access to this. This isn't just completely free. This seems like a good response to the Omnath decks, the Renin 6 decks, like a good way to
all
kind of
the Eldrazi that's
Yeah.
coming out.
yeah. This is
Oh wait,
Also
no,
kills
multicolor. I'm an
everything
idiot.
In the domain decks and the Rhino decks when they have out Leyline.
Oh, sure. Yep, that's
Everything
pretty
is
good too.
multicolored.
Yep, that's fair. It doesn't kill
Yeah,
the
that's what I was thinking of. Is the 4 and 5 color decks are gonna hate this card.
Yep, it's just another card for Tron to use.
Yep,
It's
yep.
so good.
Yeah, it's a pretty significant one, and it kind of gives some power back to them. So, if the entire format becomes strong, this card's bad. If the entire format stays multicolor, then Oko. But like, there are heavy hitters that exist right now, like Teferi. Being able to hit that is pretty big for those decks too. Like the list goes on and on, right? Like stopping an expressive iteration, like that's great too. So I showed some on the screen right now, some significant reprints that are coming to Modern.
Meltdown's cool. I asked for that.
Meltdown's a big
recently. I
one,
think
yeah.
I was like talking about. I was like, please give us
I mean,
Meltdown. That'd be great.
Like, thank God.
Yeah. That's a expensive common. It's a much utilized card in Legacy, but not only that, but now in Modern, just being able to destroy artifacts with mana value X or less is kind of great. So if the Saga decks get out of control, also this is a fantastic card against Amulet. Like,
Yes.
yeah, it's like there's a reason they have some good reasons for like not pushing Amulet out of the format just yet, and maybe it's because we're waiting for the sideboard cards to get here. So Meltdown is one of those cards that completely like for 2 mana you just go good luck. Here's all you build up again, try again. So you can kind of punish those. Also stops the Saga tokens for a single red, so it's just kind of covers what you want for Amulet. And then another big reprint, which is Kappa Cannoneer, which was exclusively a commander card. Does exist in Legacy. Ward 4 has improvised. It's a 6 mana 4/4, and then when it ETBs, it gets a 1/1 counter and can't be blocked. So Mega Blastoise, or whatever the hell you want to call this thing.
Or when another artifact enters the battlefield.
Yep, that too.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if this actually makes the artifact deck playable.
So this is like where you kind of look up and go like, is Affinity something I want to be serious about?
Or is 8 cast because it is now playable because you literally have everything except. Wait, can you put this under? No, because it's only 6 mana. Never mind.
Well, it's got to also be colorless. It can't be colored. So.
Oh, right.
But like,
Sorry.
so Mirror
you knew what I was thinking.
Yeah, so Mirror Enforcer, all those cards like still go under it. So those are pretty big deal.
Yeah,
so
that'd be cool if that'd be funny if it came back.
I mean I'm gonna try it right away, right? I'm gonna build that. There's already a blue Affinity deck that I'm already interested in because that 3 mana synthesizer. So that's gonna be part of that deck. It's gonna Urza Saga deck, and then like I'm pretty sure I'm just cutting all the 1-drops and just trying to chalice on 1.
Yeah,
like I'm just
that's
gonna
your
chalice
only
on
turn
1, go, and then this
or keep up Nullimental Blast or whatever.
Sure. Yep. That too. So
Post sideboard.
Yep. Again, I want to try to avoid Meltdown beating me, and the way to do that is to go high with your mana
Big
costs.
guys.
Yeah,
Yep.
things that cost
big
free
guys.
because Affinity is degenerate. I think the days of like Arcbound Ravager, you could still probably play one of those in there. The days of like Arcbound Ravager are kind of just like, nah, it's no good. Yeah, Ward 4 is so real. Like, oh, nice Solitude, cool. All right. Another card I have on the screen right now, which is
I love Winter Moon.
Winter Moon, 2 mana. Players can't untap more than 1 non-basic land during their untap step.
As a Lance player, I love Winter Moon.
Another answer to Amulet Titan.
Yep.
They all play Paseju though.
Yeah, but how
And
can
a
you
lot
guess?
of the time, they just do crazy combo stuff and kill you.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
it's like, this is my turn to pop off.
yeah. This card is again another like. So I think this card is cute. It certainly feels like a trap, but I like it in the sideboard to go get. It's a tutorable moon, for when you're playing against Izzet, and they decided to get 4 steam vents, and you're like, cool, gotcha. Go back down to 1 mana and good luck.
Yeah, and I think that's what we were talking about, where I was saying the same thing. Is like, as a one of sideboard card wish,
Yep.
I like this
That's
card.
a great, yeah. As far as like a deck built around it, like, come on. Leyline Bindings, Prismatic Endings, Besagus, all are real things in the format that just prevent fun from happening. And they just keep printing cards like that, like Leyline Binding and all those that just stop from, like, there's a reason why Blood Moon, yes, I know you played in the sideboard, Josh, but Blood Moon's like not a main deckable card anymore, or at least not an archetype. It's like you got to catch people with their pants down specifically for that card to be good, because everybody just has main deck answers. Where back in the day, you could go game 1 Blood Moon and then they would just auto lose because they just didn't have cards, and now they just have a million cards. So I do like it as a Karn deck. I want to build mono green Karn super bad, but not like Tron mono green Karn.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It kind of just super ramp.
Super interested in what that deck looks like because of the next card we're going to talk about, which we didn't talk about the green one when it came. We might have, but I think so the other one is blue 1, which is Flare of Denial, which is an instant, which has counter target spell, and then it has the alternate casting cost, so sacrifice a non-token blue creature rather than pay this mana cons.
Red blue plays this card, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
You don't have.
know.
You can't
Play
sack.
one or two of.
You can't sack your DRCs. That's problematic. So you're reducing your count. Like how many?
I mean, if it's to answer a threat that you can't deal with at the moment, yes, you do.
No, you can't. It's non-token blue.
Blue. Okay.
Yeah, you can't. DRC doesn't count. So you'd have to.
Okay, never mind. I hate this card. I was thinking of Ragavan pitches and stuff. I was like,
I wish you could like hold up a picture of Flare of Denial next to a picture of Curse Catcher and say corporate wants you to find the difference between these 2 magic cards.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a vast difference.
Yeah.
Well,
It's the same fucking card.
No,
Yeah.
because Curse Catcher is just instant sorcery.
Yeah, this is counter target
No one-
spell.
oh,
This is
whatever.
huge. It's a big
The
deal. dude.
same card.
That's a huge difference.
big
and
difference.
You only have to pay 1 to stop Curse Catcher.
whatever.
No,
I
no.
think
You can do
card-
cute things with
I
this
think
and
this card's
subtlety
mids.
also.
I think this card's mids.
If you
I think
stack
this card's
the
good.
trigger threat with subtlety, if they respond to the counter, you
Yeah.
can sacrifice subtlety to cast this.
So I might have the rose-colored
That's
glasses
cute.
on
That's cute.
because
I'll
of
give you that.
because of like what Solitude and all those things did, right? The difference between like Solitude and this card, like I know Solitude was a creature, you could do blink tricks with it, which is like an intended design, but it kind of fucked up. This card's also like reasonably castable, so you could just cast this on curve and be okay with it, right? So
Yeah.
that's, I think, the biggest difference for me with this card is it's like, oh, sometimes it's just a cancel. And it's the same with Force Negation, right? Like Force Negation having a pitch card, yeah, same thing.
I feel like this is fighting the spot with Archmage's Charm.
Yeah.
In modern, yeah.
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 I would definitely pick Archmages over this for sure.
Maybe.
I think
For
mostly
sure.
sideboard play. I don't think blue creatures in general are that popular. Do you
That's
really
the
want to stack
problem.
your Murktide?
Yeah, nobody's sacking a Murktide, right?
That's
like,
why I
Yeah.
was like, when I thought I could sack a Ragavan or
yeah.
or
No,
a DRC, I was
no.
like, dude, this card is gonna be great.
No,
but
it's not that good.
Without that,
Yeah. Yeah,
garbage. Get it out of here.
you'd have to like look
F
at
tier.
the cards I like so far. Like I know I showed it earlier, but like, does a Narcomoeba deck come out of this? Right. For Dredge,
Just so you can cast this for free.
just so you can stop cards like Rest in Peace from beating you.
That's
Right.
true.
Like that's a huge game. Like usually those cards, like the graveyard decks, usually struggle with cards that just exile your graveyard. And you're like, ah, fuck, right? And Dredge can certainly play this because it has such a high velocity of hitting Narcomoebas, and then like it's a free answer. It just sits in your hand. It's so different than like playing Force of Vigor. It's the same thing.
I was
right?
about to say, and you can't play Force of Negation in the deck because you're doing it on your turn.
Well, also you need the
But,
blue
like-
card. You need the blue card in your hand. Whereas Narcomoeba is, as you're flipping your deck upside down, it's gonna naturally just come up, right? Like you're gonna get a Narcomoeba. So
Well, on
Yeah.
top of that, what I'm saying is you can now be protective on your turn
Yes, that is correct.
of
too.
your combo.
Yep.
It's like, all right, yeah, counter that thing.
Yeah. So I'm interested to
Whereas
see where
with
this goes.
negation, you can't.
Yeah. Everybody wants to shove this into like a. Also, they have prize amalgam too, but everybody wants to shove this into like a Merfolk deck. I don't think
I was
Merfolk wants this
just gonna
card.
say, I think Merfolk's okay with this.
Maybe.
stops
Is
your
Merfolk
border.
good enough?
Yeah, I think Merfolk is the only deck that wants this card.
No,
They keep
so
getting
there's two decks.
pieces.
Merfolk, and then I think Mill can run this.
Yeah. Second Hedron
Or
crab is
to
pretty
sack
big.
The crab. Okay, that's okay. I'll give you that deck too.
Well,
I
it's
think those
like,
are the only two decks that this would be like main deck.
yeah.
for.
Take out your force negations, play the crabs, and or play that. And, like, it's pretty sick.
Yep.
And
I like it.
yeah, there's some like there's obviously gonna be an archetype that we're not seeing, right? There's gonna be some. There's already that. What's that crappy 3/1 from like the last Modern Horizons that like is played in Vintage. That has like Surveil 2 when it comes into play. It's got the same mana cost as like Prize Amalgam. Like if there is going to be a graveyard deck that
It's like the 2/3 or
it's like a
whatever.
masks thing. I forget what it's called, but like
Yeah.
it has some shit where it's in the grave. Vintage Dredge plays it. like
Modern Dredge for the Flash and the Panic came back, played it also.
yeah. So like
What does it do?
it's a vintage
It's-
card.
It's another great. It like triggers when it goes to the graveyard or something.
Ask Ollie's. Ollie would be the expert on it. He played it in his vintage run. It's like a
Oh,
one-
that card. Yeah. I know
it's
what
like-
you're talking about now.
Yeah, and that's also blue. Like so, it's like, is there a deck there? I don't know. Maybe there is, and maybe we have to get rid of Stinkweed Imp or something. I don't know, but
But that's your best dredger.
yeah, Nether Goyf, big ol' F for a single black. It's got Goyf text, and then it only counts your graveyard, which is real bad. So, and then it has Escape, which you have to exile any other cards from you. So you have to exile 4 cards or 4 card types. So you kill this Goyf from making it from like a.
Yup.
This card is queefs.
Remember when you asked how big does a one drop have to be playable?
Yeah,
I just don't think this is it.
I agree.
Nope.
Yeah. You know what this format
they
needs?
could-
Baleful Strix.
I
Yeah.
think they could have made it an actual Goyf where like it counts both graveyards and it still wouldn't be playable.
I agree. I agree with that sentiment entirely.
Really?
Yeah, 1 mana.
What's a 5/6 without trample really doing?
Yeah.
I guess.
Right.
There's just better options
And
to be
you're-
doing all
this
the time. in
this
Modern.
like
And you can make it worse by bringing it back. Get out of here.
it's also probably worse. It's also probably worse as like a turn 1 card because Goyf, at least when it comes out on turn 2, like it's a 3/4. Like you can go fetch this 1/2. Here's a 1/2. Like all right, nice deck, dude. Like your deck
Hey,
kind
you
of
can block Ragavans.
yeah, nice. I mean, you could get like cute 2 and niche with it, but it's like what deck wants this effect? And I can tell you, Jun doesn't want it. Jun certainly doesn't
Yeah.
want it. Like, and maybe you can get a 2/3 by going turn 1, fetch land, grief. This 2/3 go. Like nice Kurt Ape. Yeah.
This next card is nuts.
Is it Felia?
Yeah, I love this card.
Yeah,
Felia-
this card's good.
Yeah, I think this card is sneaky. Felia Exuberant Shepherd, which is 1 and a white for a 2/2 with flash, and then whenever it attacks, exile up to 1 other target non-land permanent. At the beginning of your next end step, return that card to its owner's control. If it returned under your control, put a 1/1 counter on this thing. So it can target your opponent's stuff. So it's Flicker Wisp. Can't target lands, but come on, dude. This is an engine if I've ever seen one.
Baby.
Yeah, I think D&T plays a single one of these cards because it's tutorable. And then being able to like Flicker Wisp is like a 1-trick pony, right? You get to do the effect once. The fact that this can attack and keep doing this, and it can also target your opponent's stuff to like, oh, you have a blocker, move that out of the way, boom.
Right.
And it can also like what other stuff exists? Like it can hit non-land
Right,
permanents.
busted.
So like it can re-trigger your Cauldron Complete when they get rid of the germ token. And you're like, all right, bring it back.
Yep.
Like
Blink your ley line.
yep,
Yep.
it's got flash itself. So like you go, land, whatever, land, go, flash this thing into play some ETB effect on turn 3, get the ETB effect, attack, get the thing. And you're like, oh, now you're just kind of going. And then, or you can target your opponent's construct tokens. It blows up every single token. Like the fact that this doesn't say non-land, non-token, the fact that you can get that stuff is pretty relevant. And then resetting Murktides is also a big one for this card too.
And you get to do it multiple times.
Yeah, it's every time it attacks. So like this is it's gonna be one of those cards that you see this. It's an engine. You must kill it on the spot, or like you're probably gonna suffer some significant like consequences. Yeah, and then there's probably some artifact I'm not thinking of that has an ETB effect. I want to play this card really bad with like Avalanche Riders or like a ETB destroy target land. Like I love those kind of decks. But I just don't know if there's a home for it. So, but
I was just gonna say I feel like we've reached a point in Magic where they need to stop putting the non-land clause.
Yep.
no, I think it keeps it fair. But
It should be like
What
non-basic.
is fair about
or
this
whatever.
card to begin with? and
Non-basic
what is fair about the
is what it
format
should
of
say.
Modern
being able to
and
blink like
Legacy?
your opponent's Urza Saga would be pretty detrimental. Yeah, like I don't know if I need that in the world of
Yeah, 'cause
Magic.
that card's fair, so it shouldn't be able to be stopped.
I mean,
Like,
you got Pick Your Poison, you got Beseiju. What else do you need, man? You got Meltdown. Like they're getting a beat
It
down.
should say non-basic. It should say non-basic.
well, not even put that aside. Like, if this was standard, it'd be one thing, but this is modern and older formats in Commander.
True.
Like, you're already talking about a format where like you have free spells, you're doing cheap stuff already. Like, why not just allow it to target lands at that point?
It's the Flicker Wisp effect. Because if it immediately blinked it, I would give you it. But the fact that it has to wait till the end step, you can actually manage on your opponent, which full
But you're
paw.
also giving your opponent possibly an untapped land back, allowing them to do something. that's
Fair.
negative
I mean,
back.
I guess. Like I don't know.
I don't know. I'm so over lands like in all formats being like
Sure.
untouchable.
Okay.
It's just so annoying.
All right. I'm with you a little bit. I think the
think,
card is
yeah.
fine. Yeah.
I think the answers are too good now.
To lands.
like-
yeah.
No, like just like I guess hang on. The threats are too good now, so we need like different answers to answer things that we didn't expect to happen.
Sure.
Just like all the like non-basic lands that exist. Are
Do you
so
think there's
dumb
like
now.
a black-white scam deck that just keeps blinking grief every turn? Like attack, blink my
Yeah.
grief. Attack, blink my grief.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
just ruin your day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't that just like a Yu-Gi-Oh deck, Yatagarasu?
Yeah. But yeah,
Yaddle locked.
love this card. All right. Some other cards. Null Drifter, which is a 7-mana 4/4 Eldrazi Elemental.
That's so funny.
Yep. When you cast this
This card's
card, draw
bad.
2 cards. It has flying. It has Annihilator 1, and then also has Evoke 2 in a blue. So it's got the Mull Drifter ability, except it's not an ETB. It's a cast trigger. I think the cast trigger in situations makes it better versus worse because if it gets countered, you still get to draw 2 cards. But you don't get to do the bullshit of like reanimating this. So that's I think where it's at. So, a card that you can put under the Ugin's library or whatever, and then get it back later when you're ready to cast it.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's cool.
Right.
Yeah,
You can play it in your mono blue, whatever BS you want to play.
yeah.
You'll see that in like limited but you won't see it in like constructed.
No. Yeah, it's hard because the cast trigger hinders it in a lot of ways, but also helps it in small. Like it's a weird card, but I don't know if you really want to draw 2 cards with Bowmaster meta, so doesn't seem that
Right.
worth. Also, Annihilator 1 is like
Cthulhian
super cute.
Nightmare.
Yeah, Cthulhian Nightmare 1 in a,
Energy.
yeah, 1 in a black has an energy mechanic. When ETBs, you get 3 energy, and then you can pay X energies. Sacrifice a creature, return Cthulhian Nightmare to its owner's hand, and then return target creature with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only necessarily. So essentially, recurring nightmare. It's,
Nightmare. Yeah.
But way worse.
I mean, come on, recurring nightmare is degenerate. Like, it's one of those like we can't have this. I don't know if there's
that
gonna.
they-
Hardly even see play.
I like that they made Cthulhu like magic lore. They like
Yeah.
whatever. I
So,
like that. This card's
If there's an
Nice.
energy deck, then all right. But I don't know. This is a lot of setup for a lot of nothing. Like, what does your energy? What does your energy deck look like? Like that it needs to be reanimating.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is there's just better energy cards to be doing crazier things with.
Oh yeah, and that was all the cards that I
Should
cared
have
about.
said-
Go
it
on.
should say
Right.
pay X life and 1 energy.
Yeah.
Well, then it would be busted.
There was one other
Once that
card
busted.
that I'm gonna bring up because I forgot to talk about it. which was basically an Unfinity card that they reprinted, which is I think Unknown Planet or whatever, Nearby Planet, which is the same like text as Planar Nexus. This card is
The commander card. Yeah.
yeah, it comes with Commander decks. Planar Nexus is every non-basic land type, and then it taps, doesn't even come to play tapped. Filters, and then you can also add for a colorless, but this plus a tower equals 4 mana. So, but thankfully that only exists in Legacy, where
And this plus it's 12
Cloud
post has this as an option now.
Yep. So, pretty good card. The filtering is cute when you can have a huge amount of mana.
Yeah, I honestly thought this was in the set to be in
Tron, yeah.
Modern, and I was like, oh my god, get ready, boys. This is going to be crazy. Turn 1 card.
So, like,
Or turn 2 card.
it's going to
every
be turn 2 the One Ring, right? That's what, like...
Or the 1 ring, yeah. It'd be like turn 2 card, turn 2 1 ring. Either or. Gets
That's wild.
wild.
So, that's... I know we didn't talk about this, but the first take that we had of this card, I thought we were like, this card sucks.
Card's good.
Yeah. Specifically with a Boreal Grazer. Like, turn 1 a Boreal
I think
Grazer.
yeah. I think this is cute because it's a combo thing or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think this is better than the blue one.
It says non-basic, or it says basic. I don't care. This card sucks.
Well, mono green Tron, right? But not Tron. You play like a Boreal. You just play a bunch of basics, and you go turn 1
Yeah.
Boreal Grazer, put in a bounce line. I know you're not playing Ammo, but you can put in a bounce line to keep your hand count high. Sack the Boreal Grazer, go get 2 basic lands. You have 3 mana next turn. Turn 2 ring. Like, that's a pretty devastating start, and then you also have a ton of mana. So like,
You have 5 mana on turn 2.
no, turn 2 you'll have 4, because it only puts 1 in.
5 after you play it. Oh, this only puts this puts 2.
No, 1 in your. It's cultivate. 1 in hand.
Oh, 1 in your hand. It's called.
Yeah, Jesus. If this thing was put 2 lands into play, this would be.
Okay.
Yeah, through the roof. So I think this goes in Valakut because it turbos to Valakut quickly. Especially being able to again sacrifice a Boreal Grazer at this point. It's just it feels like a Mox Diamond. Yeah, it's just Mox Diamond.
Box Diamond.
It's the same goddamn card. like it certainly plays the same, and it also has reach for some reason, so I can block things in the sky. But yeah, I'm on the search for getting these 4 day 1 because I'm going to try to build some mono green deck that just the entire purpose is to turn to the ring and let the format try to beat me by letting me draw 30 cards, and then keep going, and then maybe turn 2.
And then Bowmaster kills you, and you go, oh, darn.
I mean, whatever. Like,
Nuts.
I'll have 7 mana. I'll just scape shift you, and we'll just go Valakut beat you.
I've played against Bowmasters plenty with the 1 ring. And
Where do you get Valakut beat you?
This would, like, the mono green deck would either be a Karn deck, which I like, or it can go into a not Karn shell, which is a scape shift shell, which you're just like, I have 4 lands on turn 2. Here's a ring. This is going to guarantee me drawing escape shift, and then I'm going to beat you before you even like have a chance to do anything. And good luck, But that's just where my mind goes for this card. All right, rank the keyword number 10. We're finishing out Ravnica block.
Nice.
This week 9.
I know I fucking didn't change it, but it's week 10. All right, so we ended off on original Ravnica, which is arguably the greatest set that's probably hit Magic.
Wild.
Yeah, it's one of the best.
I mean, there's a reason they keep going back to it, right?
Yeah. But we're gonna hit it off with Bloodthirst. Only 22 cards I've ever seen
clue.
Bloodthirst. Do you know what Bloodthirst is?
Nope.
You didn't play.
Never heard of it in my life.
If your opponent, it gets a counter.
It's pretty bad. All right,
Yeah,
so
it's bad.
D. I won't even hear about it. Just D.
let me see if I can find.
I think it's that bad.
It's pretty bad. I try to name a good
It's
Bloodthirst
not.
card.
Well,
Try to
There
name
was
one
one-
Bloodthirst card.
it's in.
Try
There's
again.
one in the cube. There's one in the cube.
It's the 2-drop red guy that has Menace,
Like-
that has Bloodthirst.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's all the
like a few
Bloodthirst cards.
Standard.
I remember
There's also
that.
the vampire that saw play. It's like Bloodthirst 3.
Yeah, I don't remember this card saw play in M12 because I think that's when they brought it back. M12 was a super aggressive set, but M12 had Bloodthirst returned. That was like my first interaction with it. Prior to that, this
Right
guy,
there.
That one. The
Stormblood
Stormblood
Berserker.
Berserker. That's
That's
the one.
that saw play.
this one's good. Yeah, I'll give you that one. That one's good. only because of your cube. But I remember playing limited and Bloodthirst sucked. I hated Bloodthirst. It stinks. You had to play that one drop
What's
goblin.
the unleashes the other one? It's just
I don't even know what
lightweight
it
or
does.
whatever.
Someone tell me what it does.
You have to deal damage,
just-
and then
it's
it
a
gets a
counter.
bonus. So.
So if it's Bloodthirst 3, if you dealt damage to your opponent,
Comes in with
At
3
all.
counters.
EVs.
Got it.
it comes
Yeah.
in with 3 counters.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, that
Three.
vampire at the top is one of those stuff.
yeah. M12. That's a cool promo. This card's I don't remember ever seeing this because this is when Zendikar rotated, so like you lost all the vampires.
You lost the good guy.
Right.
Yeah,
Nocturnus was gone.
Nocturnus was gone. But
Nighthawk was gone.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
like I know this card's in your queue, dude. This
It's like
Stormblade.
I know.
Trash.
It's like a B at best.
It's trash.
Card's good, man.
Card's
one?
trash.
The Stormblood?
Yes.
That card's
Garbage.
good.
Yeah, I'll say like this card's good in your cube.
Nah, it's bad.
Right.
Good
But,
to
like-
see
Good
too.
at an uncommon power level, it's a good card.
Yeah, turn one, prowess thing. Turn two, this like it's great because the beats are on and your opponent's on a clock. But every other Bloodthirst card stinks. Like they all
Right.
stink. This ability
Bad.
sucks,
D.
Best ability, fight.
D.
Sure.
dude. Nothing is worse. So I mean I don't know.
Give us the-
I'm not sure how much. I'm not sure how much M12 you played, but I played M12.
A lot.
Yeah, and I remember having to like, I top decked this card, and I'm gonna have I didn't have a way to deal
I'm gonna
damage this
lose.
turn. Here's a
4
4
mana
mana 3/3.
3/3.
You're like, oh, this is why this sucks. So, all right, this
Yeah.
is straight up D.
D.
This is
Next.
all right. Next on the list is all. We got Haunt.
Font.
There was another card. This is another
This
bad
ability's
mechanic.
good, there's just not a lot of cards.
I
Yeah.
don't
So
know. It's good.
it's hard to figure out is the problem.
Let's
with
go.
it.
I'm gonna
It's
go.
hard to-
It's basically like an enchantment on another creature, but
got-
kind
It's
of
when a
not.
like-
creature
yeah.
dies, it becomes an enchantment.
There's only one card that I ever remember with Haunt. Can anybody know what it is?
There's the
It's
bat.
the one where
it's
you
the
like
bat.
gain 2, lose 2, right?
No.
There's the Or-
There was
there's
one that
the
was played in.
Orzhov
It was a
one, and there's the
modern. It was
cat.
played in Birthing Pod.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Orzhov Pontiff, is that it?
There you go. That's the card. Ding
I
ding
have
ding.
no
ding.
idea what it is.
Yeah, this is
I've
played-
seen. Okay, the art I've seen for sure.
Yeah. So the whole purpose of this card was you would basically either kill your entire, your opponent's team, or it was basically zealous,
Oh.
whatever, and they would
Yeah,
haunt it.
Zealous Conscript.
Yeah, when this
right.
card was put
Is
into
that
grave
the-
from play, remove it from the game, haunting target creature, and like,
Yeah, ETBs, and then it does that.
yeah. So it was played in as a one of because like in the Birthing Pod mirrors, you had so many mana dorks. You're like, all right, I'm gonna wrath your mana dorks, and then was
D.
Yep. D. It's a pretty bad mechanic,
Haunt is not. What? How is it bad?
bro. Let's look at.
It's bad.
Explain to
It's
me
hard to
that. Like,
figure
I
out,
understand
too.
there's not a lot of cards, but that doesn't make an ability
It
bad.
requires you to have a creature to have the bonus. So if this is your only creature, that's already a big setback. So if
Oh,
you
at
don't
first
have
I
one,
thought there were only 2 cards. I was like, oh my god.
yeah, and like
It's got
There's not a-
tracking.
that bat is the one
Belfry,
I've seen
Belfry
good.
Spirit, the Belfry Spirit, that's good too, and the Belfry Spirit's in the cube,
dude, no shot. These cards
or
are
was
good.
in the cube.
It's so queefs.
I think
5
the
mana 1/1.
Belfry.
Come on, dude.
I know that's. I think.
You gotta-
I think
you
I
gotta
cut
take
it.
into
I think
consideration
I think
the
it's
time
been
era, too.
cut.
I do
think
take
it's been
consideration.
cut,
Yeah, I do take in consideration.
But-
And was there ever a haunt deck in Ravnica block?
No.
Has anybody heard of the legendary haunt deck?
It's garbage. Get out of here. D.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sometimes it'll work and it'll be good, but most of the time it
I
won't.
was gonna play it, or the creature haunt is put into the graveyard.
And I just want to remind you, if
What a weird
somehow your
card.
opponent doesn't have any creatures when your guy dies, it does nothing.
Yeah, I know. It's
Literally does nothing.
the best part is your Wrath of God, and you're like, oh, I have nothing to haunt.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's just garbage.
It's a rough ability, dude. Like, it's similar to Bloodthirst, where it's like,
Sometimes it's fine,
yeah,
but it's normally not.
but you literally the only reason there's the haunt mechanic, but they did play this as a one of like in Birthing Pod because you needed to go and like find a creature that zealous
C.
persecution.
C. It's a C. On to the next.
All right, fine.
D.
I'll give you a C. I don't
D.
care
Because
to.
it's a side. Because it's a sideboard card.
It's no longer sideboard.
Sideboard
It's
card
no longer.
for
It's
who?
been this card's been dead for years. All
Right.
On to the next
Well, it
one.
wasn't. It had to stay as a sideboard card.
All right, replicate.
Any more taken?
Oh,
Well, this is okay.
Yes.
Just hang on. The reason why this is good is because it gets around like Chalice of the Void and shit,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
Yep.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
Smash
Because
everything.
it copies it. It copies the. It's
There's
not
only one card I
cast or
know.
whatever.
It's the, and it was actually expensive for a while. Shattering
Smash
Spree.
to smithereens.
Shattering Spree.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. Shattering Spree.
It
not
was. This
Smash.
card was like
That's-
$7 for a minute.
It was like $20 for a
Because
while.
it was good in modern.
Yeah, it was like
Yep.
$20 for a while. Yeah.
Back when people used to
That
play
Stream
Chalice.
of Thought.
Yeah.
That Stream of Thought had a combo deck at the beginning
Yep.
of.
And that's where it's going to be funny because if there is a affinity deck that takes off, Shattering Spree is going to be way better
No,
Right.
I think you
than
just play
Meltdown.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Well, no, hold on. Why?
What are
No,
you
because
talking
Meltdown you
about?
can just pay extra mana.
Oh, sure. You get that. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Yeah,
You
never mind.
destroy any artifact and you can do it many times. Whereas like Meltdown, you can't. You'd have to pay like 7 to kill all your big stuff.
Yeah.
Also, that gets around Chalice of the Void.
Yeah,
and
so
Meltdown,
Mhm.
but
It's
that's
Slivers.
not-
He's playing Slivers.
Giga Drowse, which is the twiddle deck.
Oh,
or-
that card's
that's
cool.
another one
I
that's
like
a
that card.
combo card.
Yeah. This is kind of where like, is it got
like a-
their like identity of just like we're gonna be spells, like awesome, cool ass spells,
Yep.
like, and this is
I
like,
say it's a B.
wow, I didn't even know this existed. Huh.
What?
This is a modern.
Yep.
I didn't.
What?
I
What?
lost
Counter
focus.
target spell unless it's controller
Oh.
phase 2.
Replicate. That's pretty
one
cool.
blue.
Yeah. I mean, this is like a fixed version of Storm, if that's possible.
Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
B because it has corner cases of getting around things that you're not supposed to, like being able to.
It also
compensate.
had a sideboard. It's still kind of sideboardable with Shattering Spree.
That's like the only. That's the last one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, Siege of the Towers.
Get out of here.
That's busted.
I don't even know what this guy.
What's up with red and making 3/1s? I hate it.
It's ball lightning. It all stems from ball
You
lightning.
hate it? I don't want to hear it, man. I've been playing red my whole life.
Yeah, he's
I've
been-
had to deal with 3-1s.
Been mad about
forever.
3-1.
All right, the next
forever.
one, while I pop up the thing, is Graft. Simic still is always. It's throughout all of its history.
This mechanic was bad.
It was bad. It was played in modern though. And the Hardened Scales deck.
What card?
I'll show you.
What hardened scales card played Graft? And if it's like one of the lands, or
It is
some
the
shit like
land.
that, it doesn't count.
The
Yeah,
keys.
it doesn't
Get
count.
outta here.
It certainly gets the
It
count.
doesn't count.
It's like saying manlands don't count. Come on, bro. You crazy. You're being crazy right
Get
now.
out of here. This is garbage.
But yeah, the reason why
No, it's
that
pretty
land-
bad.
Or Graft is good is because it's on a land.
Yeah.
That's the only like reason.
Nope,
why
you are
it's good.
absolutely right about that. I don't disagree. Like, here are all the graph cards.
I don't care about any of them.
Simic has had this. It had Adept, and then it had.
It had Evolve, right?
Adapt
Evolve.
was good. Adapt was
The blue
bad.
guy
I liked
saw
Evolve.
it,
Evolve
but
was good.
Not because he had graft.
Well, no, Craft is really bad, but like, yeah, this is Llanowar Reborn is because you could put a counter from this onto a thing with Hardened Scales. It was like giving something +4/+4. But other than that, like,
Yeah.
I
there's
don't think Evolve is amazing, but I do like Evolve. That's a good Simic ability.
yeah, Simic's like always had this shitty 1/1 counter
It's
thing.
like well, yeah, it's like a slow ramp up. You take your 1/1 into a 2/2. You take your 2/2 into a 3/3.
Yeah,
I like Evolve.
having to
Draft stock.
remove cards from your creatures to put each other. It was like this idea was like they're all one symbiotic thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Baby's version of whatever that thing is from the Ikoria set,
Oh, you don't like 6-mana 3/3s? Why?
Mutate.
or not Ikoria. What was that? The Godzilla set.
Yeah.
It's like a
That was
worse version of what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Ikoria. Yeah.
This card is just a 5-mana, or sorry, 3-mana 5/5 that can't attack or block.
You're
so it's
missing. There was Hydroid. There was a card or whatever, like Hydroid Crisis. No.
Yeah,
that
you're
wasn't it.
right, you're right.
Experiment Crotch.
Yeah.
is the card I'm thinking of.
it's like
I
a
thought you were going to
There
say
was, like,
Experiment
the
1. And I was
payoff.
gonna say, that's
That was
Evolve,
like the
dude. That's
payoff
good.
for all the graph. It was like the payoff for all the graph cards.
yeah. This card
'Cause
stinks.
They got
Yeah. Yeah, it was also the Simic leader, right? I'm gonna give Graph like
no
A D. A D. D.
a D.
okay. It's close. It's real close to
really
F.
bad.
It's really close to F for me.
Oh, we can
Uh,
do F. I didn't know.
you know
we
what?
had
Yeah, I'm
we
fine
can
with
do
F.
We can do F. We
It's
can do
so
F.
F.
fucking
It's so bad. No one's doing
I've never like
It's
nobody.
bad.
No,
What
I've never
versus
sat down
better
at an
than
EDH
this?
table and someone told me, "Yeah, I got my graft deck," and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, let me 2-for-1 myself.
All day.
All right, here we go. We got Forecast.
This ability like freaked people out back in the day.
Yeah,
they
I
thought
remember.
it was the coolest shit.
Oh yeah, right there, Sky Hussar. Still played that. I
Yeah.
remember I drafted Ravnica, and I saw somebody beat the living shit out of me with this card. I was like, oh, yeah, this card's good. like in limited, it was super annoying. Plus, like this card, like
That
plumes.
Pride of the Clouds too.
Yep. Like
Use it to get early game card advantage, and then
yeah. The downside is you have to activate this during your upkeep, which sucks.
Yep.
So you have to invest your mana before you draw, before you realize what you're gonna do
you know
with
what
it.
to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is pretty bad. But it's attached to cards that are okay, like Plumes apiece. You know,
Yeah.
in
Limited.
limited, you're going
That's
to be
it.
playing that for sure.
Yeah, that's a great card. Super annoying.
The Sky Hussar, you know, you get a flyer plus.
Yep. This
Draw
Pride
cards.
of the Cloud. Yep. All that. As
It's
far as
all right.
yeah,
It's a C.
this is an F to me.
An F.
Yeah.
Never seen
It's not-
never seen
it's
constructed in like in this hate ever. There's not a
It's
single
only
card. that's-
hyped because people thought it was cool back in 1999.
Yeah.
or
You're not
whatever.
I don't think there's a single forecast. Or sorry, a single
It was
deck.
like 2001.
I don't think there's ever been a
Yes,
forecast
whatever.
constructed deck ever that made of play. This is the only one that could have seen play, but I doubt this saw play. 4 mana on your upkeep,
There's
make a 1/1.
Background olive ability.
Yeah. If it could do it multiple times in a turn, then I could see it. But it's activate each. This is F, dude. Like limited, it's cute because
F.
it's like it's known for limited. But come on, man. Like, have you ever
F.
seen any of these cards in
Are these
EDH?
just modal cards?
No, because you get to do this
I
every
No, 'cause-
turn.
yeah, you get to hold on.
You
to
just
them.
reveal them. You're like,
That's
oh,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Isn't this just like an MDFC? It's like have multiple abilities,
You have to. I mean, I guess.
multiple cards.
More
yeah.
like buyback.
I wouldn't even
No,
call it
'cause
that. Whatever.
This is two different
F.
abilities.
Fine. I don't care. Why do I'm not dying?
We
I
can
don't
give
care
it an
about
F,
this
I don't
ability.
care, like,
Doesn't
This
matter
card
to me.
sucks.
Piercing Rays is cool.
And the last one,
I remember
which
that card.
is near and dear to my heart, in a way, is
Dredge.
Hellbent. Hellbent.
I like Hellbent.
Oh, the Hellbent is okay.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It combos with one with nothing.
And I
And I
mean,
like that the-
one of the best
the-
combo cards in the thing is what's it called?
Hollowed one.
No.
I also like that the ability word is like
Infernal
it
Tutor,
stick-
dude.
It's in. Yeah,
This-
I'm
become
Hellbent.
a flavor text.
aware. Yeah. People
Right.
use it to describe what's happening or whatever.
Uh,
People
uh,
use it even when it's not relevant.
Yeah, it's
I'm
proce-
Hellbent right now.
It's preceded its like its name. It's like when you shortcut Wrath of God, even though it's called Farewell, you're like, "I Wrath the Board." Hellbent means
Right.
your opponent is like, any response to you just go, "I'm Hellbent." Like, I got nothing, dude. Like, go.
My favorite is when I say that and people have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean we are boomer era Magic players.
Zoomers,
Yeah, so
Infernal Tutors.
I
the
remember-
classic, which is still
they.
Yeah, it's so good.
I played against JB with all these cards. I played with Crackling Flames,
Yep.
Demon's Gesture. This is the first deck I ever had, and that was like
Was it your black? Was it your black red zombies?
no, it was like
Nah,
it
you
was
had
the
zombies first,
it's-
but
no, that was like when we took to FNN. This is the thing that I took home from the card shop.
All the pre-constructed or pre-con.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know why. Like, I was like, all these cards suck. Like,
I have to have nothing in my hand.
they do all suck.
yeah,
Infernal Tutor is the only one because you can abuse it.
well, that's a pretty good one.
LED is so good.
Have they gone back to Hellbent? I don't think so.
No, because having 0 cards in your hand is not something that the game wants you to do.
Modern Horizons 2 was the last.
Unless you're playing Sire of Insanity, that's a perfect thing to be doing.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
If
fair
you-
enough.
There's no reason to to make you want to have no cards, especially when they staple draw a card on every single card.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
2024.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's the biggest issue. Is like, how often does it happen?
never.
Although in the Pro Tour, when I was watching a game, they were talking about some card. I don't remember what it was. I think it was a land that has some effect when someone has 1 or fewer cards in their hand. They can
Yeah.
activate it
Keldon
and it flips into a
Megaliths?
guy.
No, that's not. Oh, that's fuck. I forget what that card's called. God damn
So
it.
I was just talking about having no cards in hand.
Yeah. It would never go back
And
to
that
this
happened
mechanic,
then.
just because if you're hellbent, like your whole premise is like you need to lose all the cards in your hand as soon as possible, and then like you don't ever want to
Right.
be in like a state like that. So, yeah. Sacrifice
But
creature
then
land.
you can't one with nothing meme.
Yeah.
Look at
One
this,
one
see.
with nothing.
I have
meme.
a foil, one with nothing in my binder that's been in there for like 3 years.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
All right. This
Look at this,
is
see.
Infernal Turtle makes this a D
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
that works.
because it's.
Why do I care about this ability?
If it wasn't for LED, you wouldn't have never heard of fucking Infernal
Right.
Tutor. Like that's the only reason that this exists. I
I
got
agree.
one other game to play with you guys, and it's not
No,
on
I
here.
have to leave. I have to leave.
Okay, bye.
Like, okay.
Hot
Well,
I got you. Give me a hot take, and then I got this game. It's two things. Okay,
Oh my god.
it's real simple. Okay, I'm gonna
Okay,
ask you a
cool, guys.
question, and you guys can't see it. Okay, but if you were to add up all the cards, if you got one of every card in Dragon's Maze, what do you? And this is only cards with the set symbol Dragon's Maze. What do you think that set's worth if you wanted to buy one of every card?
$17.
$35.
Damn, JB, you're out of the money. It is $35.
32. Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
And now, if you wanted to do the same thing with, let's say, Outlaws of Thunder Junction, with every single card with it. So that
Oh
also,
my god. Come
Yeah.
on.
Oh
What do you-
boy.
What do you think that's worth?
It's gonna be like
400.
no more than that.
More than that.
It's gonna be like $950.
A little too high there.
Is this like
Really?
including every single like?
Yep.
Yeah,
so if you wanted
alternate
one of every
Okay.
single card, yep. So if you want to get
Okay,
one of every
yeah,
card
that-
from Dragon Maze and have a complete set of Dragon Maze, it's $35.
And this
we're gonna
one's
go
like 1250.
Nah,
No, I said
624.
$950 and you said too high.
Jeff, you said 600.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pretty close. It's 542. 542 to get one of every copy of this.
Isn't there a
That does include
Manifold in it?
No, that does not include.
That was Fallout.
It does not include the commander deck symbol. It does not include the
Mm.
breaking whatever, and it does not include the special guest. It does not include
Oh,
the other shit.
okay.
Just the set symbol. If you wanted to collect one of our all Thunder Junction.
Okay,
Oh.
that makes more sense then.
Still, yeah, 540 sounds about right.
Well, I was thinking you were talking like the Oko special weird
Nope,
stuff.
that's a different like set symbol.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were including in that.
No,
so
that-
that's, why I was
that's like
dude, it's gotta be like
3,000.
$900.
Yeah, it's higher than that. But yeah. All right, Josh, hit us with the hot take.
My hot take is get a Magic the Gathering tattoo, but just don't get an Azorius one. And it's Wednesday, my
Oh
dudes.
my god.
I like it.
All right. Take care. Bye.
See you, dude.
Bye bye.
Like you guys want to continue playing that game? Over under on the set. What's it worth?
What else you got? I'll do a couple more.
No. I was just saying for future.
I'll do a couple more. Give me a couple more right now.
All right, bitch.
Bitch.
What about original Zendikar?
What do you think that one's worth? Okay, let me find it.
It's not an MTG topic. Goldfish has them by sets, and we'll give you the total.
So does Scryfall. Oh my god, so many sets have come
Original
out.
Zendikar, probably.
That one fluctuates a lot, but it's also got some random ones in there that are like worthwhile.
Do we count the
No.
specialty?
Well, you can't because it's
it
Black
doesn't
Lotus.
have the set symbol.
It's gotta
I
have
know.
this-
Then it's gonna be crazy.
It's got to have the set symbol. Like, if you want to have a binder that's here's the set of Zendikar, like what would that cost?
Not that much anymore.
What do you think? Dude, I've had to scroll so far to get to Zendikar.
$350.
All right. Okay, Jeff, you had a guess?
I said 370 already.
It's $423 to get one of every card.
Okay.
It's got like Iona's in there. Like
Uh-huh.
if you were to set this,
Yeah, but where
Iona's
the fuck
banned.
are
What are you
playing
talking about?
I
Iona?
know. But here, you can also set this from the cost, right? The highest cost to the cheapest. Mind Break Trap, Valakut,
All the
this,
fetch lands.
these. These are all like $10 bills across the board. And then it gets down to like 6, 5, 4, 4. And then it kind of just gets really cheap after that.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
Well, my
Was-
break trap's about to get dumpstered, so
yeah, it did. It came down to 57. And
no,
the
it'll go down
the
way
breaking
more than
news
that.
one's $18. Valakut holds a $26 price tag, and then Scalding Tarn at 22.
$20.
What else we got? Put this-
Oh man, what about original Innistrad?
Okay, let's try that.
That set's taken a beating over the years
Yeah, it's just
with Lily dying and
viability. What do you think it costs?
I'm still gonna put it at about 500.
Okay.
Nah, it's like 350.
It's 188.
Oh,
Yeah, it's JB's not lying. The card's taking a beating. The most expensive card, Parallel Lives.
Parallel Lives. Hell
Bloodline
yeah.
Keeper, Liliana.
Yeah, Snappy took a beating too.
Snapcaster, yeah.
Tree of Redemption is somehow the 6th highest card.
This
Come
card-
on.
Card's
this-
like $10.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Tree of
6.
Redemption.
This card used to be like this. So the Olivia, before it's like reprints
Like
and the Secret
20
Lair drop,
bucks.
it was like $40 before that. It was pretty high.
40.
Yeah, people love that.
It was
damn.
the only viable red-black vampire commander.
Yeah, now it's just like you have to play
I guess.
Edgar, and then
Yeah. Well, Edgar's been around for a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's still like a $50 card.
yeah, it's the Vampire General. You have to play it. It's any other Vampire General is just incorrect, unfortunately. Unless you do like a monocolored one, then you could go fucking crazy. What do you think? Here, hold on. Let's go
There's
to.
no Morrowind.
Let's
That's
do.
same, it's weird because
let's-
there is only one Morrowind.
Yeah, I'm gonna do original Eldraine. All right, what do you think original Eldraine?
Man, that's expensive.
I'm gonna say 500 again.
More than that. 700.
Right in between. 560. Let's see what the most expensive card is. And this is when they started doing.
I already know. It's going to be that thing that makes a bunch of mana.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
Great Henge.
yeah.
Yeah,
And there's 2 versions.
Yeah, there's $100 right there.
Wish Claw's good. Embercleave's good. Oko's good. Brazen Bower's good.
So that version of Oko's $20. Yeah.
Castle is good.
This game's a lot less fun when there's 1,000 alternate arts because it just inflates like the
Impossible,
price. It just
yeah.
inflates the price, right? Like if you go back to anything, look at how far I had to scroll on before I even got to Zendikar. I fucking felt bad.
Oh, the
That's
Lore one,
crazy.
bro.
We've been playing for a long time.
I know. It's like well,
Let me see Alara Reborn. Give me that.
All right,
That's
I'm gonna
right by Lorwyn, so that works.
Keep going up.
All right, Laura one. 301. 413. Pretty good. What is keeping its price so high? I'm actually like genuinely curious.
Bitter Blossom.
No.
No.
It's like $20
That
at
card's
max.
like, yeah, 20.
Let's see.
Thoughtseize.
Miss Bond Click.
Thoughtseize. Yeah, that card's
25. Okay, it just has a bunch of $25 cards all across
Yeah.
the thing.
It's all commander cards.
Yep.
This card
I guess
was
they haven't really printed vests all that much, huh?
she was printed in the early
Yoki.
years.
What? There's a bunch of like.
Well, like the last printing was like 2015, I guess. Like that was significant.
A long
besides
time.
Yeah, and then they did the
Secret Lair.
reprint of the dual deck. So, oh man, the OG Planeswalkers. I just cream over those all day.
It was a crazy time, man.
Why didn't you get the baseball ones?
This uncommon is $15.
It's Merfolk and what's it called?
At the end of turn,
prairies.
untap Merfolk you control.
Cards
And
are-
getting a foil misbind click is too much money.
Wow, I'm gonna go hunt these down. I bet you 1,000 of these don't exist. Like they're just sitting in boxes right now.
Probably.
Anything else that's like pointing out what the hell does this card do?
Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to attacking creatures you control.
You just get to swing for the fences. Coming in, boys.
I can't believe. Well, this has got to be like. I can't believe that's $5. Huh. Oh, Garrick, you're like $2. They just print.
Remember
you,
when Rings of
they
Bright
just
Earth was
print you to the ground?
Rings
Was,
of Bright
$1
Earth
million?
is super expensive and
I
not
find these
cheap.
all the time. Like I
Yeah,
have,
they're great.
I think I have like 300 of them. Like I just pick them up for
Solid.
a quarter every time. Yeah. This card was spiking for a little bit, and then it came back down. These were $8 for a
Doesn't
moment.
matter. Jumpstart's way cooler.
Yeah.
Look at that Jumpstart art. Get back in there.
Best ponder art.
You
Let me
want
see that.
the feet? Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice. Nice. And then
Best.
we're gonna go
Nah,
to
that ain't the best. Ponder.
Alara.
Yeah, it is.
Reborn or Shards
No,
of
you're
Alara?
right. It is the best Ponder.
You want Shards of Alara or Alara Reborn?
Reborn.
It's a small set, so
And there's not that much
$101.
cards.
And the most expensive card? It's
Probably.
probably
Progenitus. No, that's
Blee.
Complex.
yeah, this one.
The Hardened Blee.
That's so funny. Go to Conflux. I want to see because I'm almost 100% sure it's got to be.
My boy, holding
Dude,
store.
when
the most expensive.
Violent Outburst got banned, I went and sold like, what was it, 9 or 10 Ardent Bleeds I had at like $12 a pop.
Hell yeah. I remember I used to have a box full of them.
Uriel. All these before they got like double master reprinted, that was a pretty penny.
Expensive.
Yeah, it was like $20.
There's only one way to get it.
Maelstrom Pulse used to be expensive.
Oh yeah, this card's been printed 1,000 goddamn times. They
And it's just
dumped.
not good anymore.
Yeah, but they just dumpstered it. Like when they were printed 1,000 times. All right.
What about actual?
Let me look at Conflux.
Or Conflux, that works too.
I want to see. I want to be told
110.
that Progenitus is the high value. What?
What is this card?
What is this card? I've never seen this in my life.
I've had this as a bulk card.
$20.
What?
Card's good, man.
What is this
What
card?
is this text?
I'm so
This
sad.
is original Bowmaster.
This is one of those cards that I opened up and I was like, "This is fucking bulk."
Yeah, because it was. It was fucking 10 cents.
It's so fucking bad. Holy shit! I would have never
EDH,
guessed.
bro.
Font of Mythos, great.
That one I understand.
The OG Nico. If he didn't have it multiple printings like he does, he would be up there. This card is like,
The Mythic Edition looks cool as hell.
they all look cool. It's like a big long body. Same with Noble Hierarch. That was $50 for a minute, and it's you know what? It holds a pretty good price. It's not bad.
Considering, yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it's still played in Legacy.
Yep.
And goofy people who want to do dumb things
Hey,
in
look at that terrible
Modern.
Light of the Reliquary.
Yeah. I can't believe you don't think the White of the Reliquary is gonna be good.
Nope.
Yeah. 188.
188.
What the hell is in here?
Tezzeret. That's the big
Ah,
one.
OG Elspeth, huh?
Tezzeret
Ad
and
nauseam.
Ad Nauseam. EDH staple.
Hold up. Titanic Ultimatum.
We were talking about these the other day. It's always like $10.
Yeah.
just always.
Trash.
There's no printings. There's
Yeah.
two.
And then it goes to Relic of Progenitus,
Dude,
which
I
did
love.
have another printing of In the Brothers War. And like this thing, I can't believe this thing.
$5.
Yeah, exactly. I can't believe this is holding its price.
Look at Ethersworn Canist. I love that card. That card's
Yeah,
great.
$6. I have a foil one.
The bad version
Best
of.
Johnny ever printed right there.
Yeah, I love this. Guy.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I like that.
I
Dude,
love
I loved alting with that.
I loved alting with
I played
Sork and
Lich's
Bull.
I went to a PTQ for this set, and I played Lich's Mirror in my deck.
Huh.
Part's real bad because your opponent like kills you, and then you're like, all right, I go to 20, and you're
This
like,
card's-
wait, I don't have anything out.
This
Yeah,
card's-
and then they just beat your head in again.
This card's $3 because it's $3.40 because there's a single printing of it. As soon as they reprint it, that's gonna get dumped.
Isn't Time
got a-
Civ from this too?
This was also expensive too
No.
at one point. These were all.
Or was
kinda-
that Reborn?
No, you got it.
No,
Time
Time
Civ
Civ is from this.
No, that's a Reborn.
A reborn, right?
Fate
Is it?
Stitcher.
Okay.
Love that card. This card was $20 at one point. Just has been dumpstered. These both were high prices at one point. How is this like up there? Is there only like one printing of this? Yeah, this is something driving that price. There's no way this is $1.60. It's got 1,000 Commander versions.
Commander players still want it.
How is this
Rafik.
Arcane Synced better than Cedrus?
His Cedric sucks.
Yeah, he does suck. He's real bad. Rafik,
For Fiend.
$1. Oh, the amount of times
13 cents.
The amount of time that JB beat my head on with this card.
It was so good.
Yeah. Wow, Nikado.
Dude, Keeper the Progenitus.
What the
used to
fuck?
be, like,
Oh
expensive.
shit! This has the Alara. Oh wow,
Symbol, yeah.
that's all right.
That's weird that they counted in there.
Yeah, I guess it.
That's kinda bullshit.
It does have the set symbol.
That's kind of bullshit. Don't ever do that again, Wizards. Fuck you.
Oh, we're just gonna. Yeah.
Flip it in here.
All right, and then is there any other? I don't know. I can't believe Lorwyn's that high. Lorwyn, Morning.
Don't
Touch-
look at Shadowmoor.
Why?
That one doesn't count.
260. Oh my god, dude.
Shadowmoor is the cheating
Wait,
one.
wait.
Dude, Prowl is such a crazy
Alright.
ability.
Let's wait until they reprint the set and they'll
Oh,
put
yeah,
all
this-
these
this
cool
card,
cards back.
Yeah, this is the card that people hate because it's with Opposition Agent. You immediately end the game. Players can't draw cards. At the beginning of each play, they pay 3 life and search your library. I have Opposition Agent in play. Nobody gets to do anything. Two
No,
card.
they do. They pay through life and you search for a card.
Yeah, you can just fail to find. Fail to find, go.
No, what I'm saying is if I have an opposition agent, you can't choose to fail to find.
With
I
Opposition?
get to search your deck.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
know,
They
but,
can't choose to not take the. He's saying the game is over. No one can do
Oh,
anything.
I get what you're saying.
yeah, like if I have opposition agent and Marlin, right? I just go. You pay 3 life. I search your deck. I find nothing. Go. Like fail to find.
I guess what I'm saying is, why would you fail to find?
Because then they don't draw. They don't get any additional cards. But yeah, you could always be like, here's a land.
They don't though. You get the card.
Yeah,
with
you get the
opposition.
card
Oh,
off
never mind.
opposition.
I didn't
So you
realize
just go
that.
grab all the good stuff.
I didn't realize
Yeah,
that's
like
how.
you
Yeah,
search
sorry.
and you keep the card.
Always pick these up. I always see these in bulk boxes.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. You gotta
Basically, anything that says
tribal.
tribal, yeah,
Yeah,
is
you don't
going to be $1
You
million.
don't want to grab that. Yeah. Escape shift is holding strong. Mutavault, nice. Mutavault always has like a pretty price.
Been reprinted a lot.
$10 or whatever.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit more than that. Scarfell's taking a dump right now. This card. Just a 2/10 vanilla for 4 mana.
Yeah.
Oh
More.
my god. Why?
Because it's got
It's
a single,
$8, bro.
it's got a single printing.
I hate EDH.
That's not even EDH. I think that's just scarcity.
Yeah, it's like this card is hard to find. It's funny. Small sets, man. Small
Everyone
sets.
threw it in the trash when they got it.
Any
Is that
small
a
like
D-League tutor next to it?
say it again.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
A D-League tutor.
Yeah. Any small sets. Damn, this card was like $70 at one point. It was super expensive. before this.
Shadowmoor is a cheating set
Why?
because it's got what's it called in it?
What?
The Scarecrow.
$500.
the
God
Reaper King.
damn.
Yeah, it's no. It's
it's got
Painter
this-
Servant is all about it.
Why is there a reflecting bullets foil? This must
It's
be
a different one. It's the
It's the one
promo one that's like $300 or something.
Why does it have a
65.
planes here?
Well, read it. It says right there. Put your fucking cursor over it. It's a Shadowmoor right there. Shadowmoor Star.
Yeah.
There's Shadowmoor and Shadowmoor Star.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
It's a promo.
Wow.
Or a promo.
I
I
like
don't
that.
know what for.
It's got a. Why does it have a planes on it?
I don't know.
That's pretty interesting.
But yeah, the Painter Servant is the real driver.
53. Yeah, everybody's waiting on this reprint, which they'll
Mhm.
at some point we'll hit it.
I need an old border version.
Plague of wow, what is this card? This must have. Like,
Have they
2
announced
copies.
Old Border Grief yet or no?
Wow, dude, from Double Masters, these are $22. Holy
That's
crap!
crazy.
Yeah, that's a big one.
I wonder if I have them
I
still in
remember
my
when the
binder.
blue-white one was
Plague of
like
Vermin, huh?
50.
Wow.
Yeah, that's back when it was played in the
Great
blue-white deck in
Ornament,
Modern.
see.
The
There's a lot of expensive
Mystic
cards.
Gate has been reprinted a lot.
No.
Commander Master's the big one. Yeah, I was buying these at $20 pop.
Well, they were
Yep,
like
way
50
back
at
when.
one point when blue-white was still like super popular.
This card was legit. This card went up in
Siege the
price.
Queen is a cool card.
$5 common right here. Yep, these went up in price. So if you find these, grab these. Does the blue one is
Weird.
probably worth? That's changing. This card used to be the shit too.
Yeah.
That got reprinted.
Oh yeah, dumpstered baby.
The
Very
Cauldron
macabre.
used to be really expensive too.
The Shadowmoor was specific one because people like the old border. Oh yeah, remember when these were $20? Shadowmoor's a
When
good set.
I picked up my playset for Phoenix. I paid $25 a pop.
Yeah, and then we have Eventide. Dude, it's these scarcity sets are dope. I love them. Necro Skitter.
Boom Tender. Boom Tender's
When this
sick.
was out in Modern Masters, the first one, this was like 30 cents.
God.
Waves of Aggression, Ward of Bones. I always love the commons that are always worth something. $5 uncommon. Yep.
For who?
Toxro. You play Toxro, it kills everybody because Toxro, when it Swamp enters the battlefield, everything is a -1/-1 counter, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, you kill all those creatures. See, it's like a.
It did.
You need to have it like for it's like EDH is like, oh, you're playing Toxro, you got to play this card called Crumbling Ash, and it only goes in this one deck, but because there's literally none of them exist.
Because no one's going through their bulk.
Same on this card. Soul Snuffers.
Soul Sniffers.
Golden Horse.
My fetish is souls, actually.
World
Just
Wake
saying.
has got dumpstered. 210.
Alright, gentlemen.
See, dude.
I will catch you guys later.
Ivugan. Amulet of Vigor.
So where's
Jace the
the
Divine Sculptor. Thada
People
Adele.
are really hoping they unban I.
I keep finding this card for like $2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's because it goes and grabs other people's rings.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take your ring. Is there any other sets I care about?
A good EDH commander card.
This set used to be $1 million. But they were
all is dust.
Calls Locked always holds the highest price. Yep.
Because it's playable in EDH. Who would have guessed?
Yeah. Well, it's like a mandatory. You have to have it in EDH. M11. These core sets are probably... Yeah. Well, what? This one holds price? Why is that? Oh, yeah. And Captivating Vampire Press because it only has, 2 printings.
Yeah.
Silence. All right.
It hasn't been around in a long time.
Ooh, look at this uncommon. $5. Only one printing of the Little Oscaress. Make sure you grab 1,000 of those when you see them.
Yeah, I'm not looking through bulk boxes is the problem.
I do. I always do. And you find gold all the time.
Apparently. Well, you never sell it. Sell it and you'll actually have gold.
I know I should sell that shit. The problem is I gotta move it.
Well, yeah, who are you going to sell it to?
Wow.
Yeah, this set still has some good stuff. I like the original Venser is cool.
Yeah, I love that card. EDH fucking Wet Dream right here. Just the worst card ever. Even has 2 printings. Oh, I gained 1 life for all the cards in my hand.
God.
Yeah. Did I tell you what the rule is about picking bulk?
What?
It used to be any elf, any angel, any goblin, any dragon, anything that says gain life, and that's it. Those are the 5 things that people in EDH love.
Yeah. I believe it.
What are these worth? Ooh, I bet you that's a pretty penny. Oh, yeah. Let's organize these. Man, these are the cool things. I miss F&M promos. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Rocks Warmonk. The one that was throwing pancakes.
I like the Savage Lance for Jund.
Yeah. Back when they
Here
were
you
like...
go, Jund players. We got you something cool.
Alright, hold on. We're in Besieged. Ooh, this is gotta be a bad set. $202. I guess they have the swords. This has got Sword, Feast, and Famine. Blightsteel. Okay, this had banks. And this. Okay, this is a great set. How many Green Sun Zeniths are there? Damn.
Don't have an old border.
New for X is going to be Degenerate.
Why? What's it got in there?
Mental. All the fucking stupid,
Wrong one, you hit ticks.
Praetor's Grasp. This. Bro, come on.
I hate EDH.
I wish I would have kept all my bulk.
Yeah, it would have been crazy right now.
Yeah. Like, these were just like 10-cent cards. I was like, I got to get rid of
Mind crank.
Yeah.
Who the fuck?
It works. It's a 1-card combo with also.
Holy shit! I probably had like 70 of these.
Even has a printing.
Again, good luck offloading more than like 4.
Yeah.
But like, still.
Oh my goodness. That's it's always good to just kind of look through these every once in a while. I don't think these are. What's the most expensive card out of the commander decks? Flusterstorm. Yep. Aura Shards. That one always holds price. $23. Like, just get these when you see them. Even the Secret Layers are a good one. I guess the Secret Layers better than I thought it was. Pyrohemia. Wow. Oh, it missed the reprint. Interesting. Oh, this must work with the okay, that's why. Wow. I think I have a couple of these laying around too. God damn it. I really got to go through my bulk again because I'm learning about prices again.
But if you never sell, what's the point?
I know.
That's the problem. It's a waste of your time if you're not going to actually sell
This has got to
it.
be a bad set. $63 for Dark Ascension.
Oh my god.
Yep. Yeah, these 2 cards, and that's pretty much it.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's a bad one. Hey, for there to be good ones, you gotta have some bad ones. Avacyn Resource got to be pretty good. It's got Avacyn in it. 270, big set. Cavern, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
These 4 right here are enough. It's like
You
Jesus.
just forgot about Cavern.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Conjurer's Closet.
This used to be expensive, Plane Chase. It used to be good because it used to have like this card, which is the only printing before it got reprinted.
Mm-hmm.
It was the only way to get it. It was like $45. Now you can get it in Thunder Junction.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, I kind of like the. I think if you want to keep EDH fresh, you stop reprinting everything. Then it makes people go and get other stuff.
Yeah, but then Wizards can't make money off of it.
World Fire.
It's a good card.
Yeah, it's one of those like you're gonna get banned for my thing. Me.
Yeah, I love it. Fight me.
RTR is probably not good. It's for being a big set. It's got 10.
Okay.
It's got 5 Shocklands in there, so Cyclonic Rift, 5 Shocklands, bulk. This card's probably the next.
Hey, World Spyworm is cool.
$6.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. Yeah, we already saw. What's it called? Gate Crash. Same thing. 5 Shocklands, everything else. Borostrom stays up there.
$3.
$4. Yeah, always grab that card. Always grab it. Dragon's Maze, already know that. Modern Masters 1. I bet you this is nowhere near what I think it is. $460 some dollars.
Wow.
That's, you know what? Let's see why. Chalice, okay, doubling season, Sword of Fire and Ice, Kokoshu. This card bumped back up too. It's an iconic Masters. I have like 4 of those. Problem is that even if I keep this in a trade binder, it's like it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, because no one wants any of this shit.
Yeah.
They look at it and go, what is this fucking garbage?
M14. This is the sliver set. Yeah, it's got slivers in it you want. Oh no.
Archangel's the only big dog.
Fucking nothing.
Archangel's like $40.
Burning Wish, Earth. Yeah. Theros has Thoughtseize. These things are worth something now.
What the hell are these?
Yeah, there's like 2 of them. There's like it was like 4 EDH was like the thing. They're like play an alternate game. Trying to find these are hard. Like I guess they're not that hard. Maybe I was thinking of something else. I had to be. I thought these were worth more. Face the Hydra. Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, it was like it was like 3v1.
Yeah, the whole idea is like someone was the Hydra deck, yeah, and you had to fight them.
Yeah, at the pre-release, I remember.
Yeah, all these things, the Hydra head was all worth lots of money. Is Theros worth anything? 160. Yep. That actually has some bangers. I can't imagine. I know Born of the Gods is probably okay. This is probably a $50 set.
No.
70, $80. I don't think there's not a card I can recall. It's got the Gods, it's got Brahmas, it's got Mogus. It's just got to reprint.
Yeah. Just the gods. Xenagos is cool.
And then Journey to Nyx, $42.
Garbage.
163. What's in here? Mana Confluence. Okay, that's a big one. And this Dictate.
Gods.
Yeah. And Eidolon. Okay, this guy's better.
Fuck EDH.
Why do you think?
Dictate of Erebos.
I mean, all these other cards. Like,
Unplayable anywhere else. Literally never touched.
Conspiracy.
Actually,
pretty bad.
$30.
M15 pre-release challenge. I don't even know what this is. Yeah, okay. You gotta fight Garrick. I see. M15. Let's see what EDH cards bother you in this set. That's a great reprint. They didn't reprint this, so this thing spiked.
Yeah, I don't care about that card. That's fine.
Return the
What
Ranks.
the hell is that secret? Oh, it's one of the special promos.
Yeah. This one's pretty good.
See, I don't mind cards like this. It's when it's like, here's this garbage card that gains me 1 life every turn, but
What
it's
about
worth
this
$30
one?
because there's only one. It's like, fuck off.
I love. I mean,
Eat shit. I don't fucking care. What a
cons.
$30 for this.
Wow, that set tanked.
Well, yeah, because the fetches are gonna get reprinted again.
Yeah, here's that card that you
That was
Mind Crank.
brutal.
Alter the Brood. Yep, it's only got the one printing. Other than Ugin's Faith. Fate Reforged, gotta be dog shit.
Having a lot of fun here, huh?
I'm learning, I'm researching. I'm like cataloging things in my head. Like as I see them. Like, what garbage ass EDH cards are these? Alright, $18 for this bullshit ass card. because people love it. Dromoka.
I got my Sarkon deck.
Here's all the different Magic Origins. It's got the Jason there. Still pretty shitty. The best card is this Archangel of Tithes.
I don't even know what that one does.
Well, this just got
Sword
reprinted.
Animist.
Yeah, I played this at the pre-release.
Huh.
I saw the cowboy version of this. Yeah, this card's like super annoying for people. People hate it. It's a nightmare in EDH because nobody can block. Well, here's your gain life card. If you would gain twice that much life. 5-mana artifact. Not just allowed these shit cards. If you see something that says gain life,
That's what I'm talking about. This shit. Fucking get out of here.
if an opponent would gain life and said they lose that much life, got them. The anti. People are like, I'm at 300 life. Try beating me now, sucker.
Okay, buddy. Everyone runs fucking combos.
Battle for Zendikar. This is before this. Like, I'm only interested in the sets before they started doing the crazy versions. Great. This card got dumpstered too. This was like almost $100 at one point.
Yeah, but you get the nice cereal version. It's way better.
Yeah. Oath of the Gatewatch. $63. Holy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is a bad one. It's got Kalitas.
Kalitas, that's it.
Yeah. And then what's this one?
Those
worth?
cards got reprinted.
$2. Okay. So what is
Oh, they
Kalitas
didn't.
worth? 8. And then this is the.
What the hell is this card?
Just doubles your mana.
For 7 mana. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, EDH players will do anything for dog shit. Shadows of Innistrad. Not bad.
Insanity. I hate it.
Crypto's Rights, great card.
It's a double card. Triple the price. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, this one doubles tokens. You don't like that one? Second Harvest? Tamio's Journal. Guess what this one does? Tamio's Journal.
Gain life.
No, it's just investigate, and you can say it's real bad. Investigate.
Thing in the ice.
Eldritch Moon.
Dude, Eternal Master is probably fucking $500.
It has to be, yeah. Angel, the Gain of Life. Yep, it's got life like big deal. Cigar's Aid,
Nice.
big one. Mind's Dilation.
Crypt Breaker. People love Crypt Breaker.
Random Zombie. That
I
has.
see it all the time.
It's got one printing. So that's
Yeah, historic anthology. That's its one print.
yeah. This card. Oh, this was a $40 banger that just has been.
How many people
dumpstered.
play? What was the name of that tree that changes your life total with it?
The green one?
Yeah,
This one? This one's good. People like this one.
I was about to say. How many people are like, look at me, I got my tree deck, and they play this and the green one,
Yeah. Your life is 13 now. Got you.
and my life is 13. Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking get out of here.
Would you want to look up Eternal Masters?
Yeah,
Holy.
that's what I thought. I was like, dude, I'm pretty
Oh.
sure this one's like
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Boom. Even this card's got some serious legs. Yeah.
$40.
Top
Crazy.
Wasteland.
Yeah, this shit's fucking expensive. So I was like, I'm pretty sure this one's like crazy.
God,
high.
this one goes deep. Even has Relic at $5. Like, this being a $5 card is so crazy to me.
Yeah.
Twisted Pie. This is a cube. Plane Change Anthologies. Aether Revolt. 103. Okay. It's an energy deck. These probably all spiked, to be honest with you. Anything that has energy that's not going to get printed, this one's always a big one. Yeah, I remember.
Neither
having-
Flux Reservoir is the only
Look at
good
this.
one.
When you control 3 or more artifacts, gain 1 life. $15.
I know. I fucking hate it. At least that card saw play in
What
like
about Authority of the
format.
Council?
Yeah, I have a couple of those.
Yeah, when you creature enters the
Gain a
battlefield,
life.
Gain a life. Oh, this one also gains life, but I know this card's actually good. The Reflux.
Yeah, that's like combo fun.
Yeah. This one was expensive. These are kind of dog shit now. Gain a life. This card was. I guess without this reprinting, it's probably more expensive. Alright, what's the last that I want to look at? Monket. It's got gods in there. People love this shit. Approach of the Second Sun. It's probably the most expensive card. No, this one. Yep, this is the only way you can get this is out of that shitty deck. The Planeswalker decks. When they started doing those.
Yeah.
Where they were really bad Planeswalkers that sucked. Gain 1 life. Yep. These. What is this worth? Yeah, okay. This set's pretty bad. All right, I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, you literally went through basically everything. I think you had nothing left except alternate prop.
Well, I could go old. I can go old.
Dude, it was so funny. I don't know. I like shit posting.
Yeah.
I like.
Old.
Dude, it was so funny. I don't know. I like shit posting.
Yeah.
I like going